Hey, and welcome to Vanguard Tactics. I'm Stephen Box, and I'm joined with Chris today. How you doing, Chris?
I'm very good. How are you? I'm living my best life. Got a great night.
We haven't played on stream in a while, have we?
No, I think it's probably been about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. And I think it was this exact matchup.
It was this exact matchup, possibly even this mission.
It could be.
It could have been this mission, the first time we ever played on stream.
And you absolutely smashed me. So this is the redo.
Yes.
This is my revenge, and today I'm going to be running the Craftworlds Eldar, and you're going to be running...
Grey Knights. I'm Sword Bearers, the vehicle heavier one, as you can probably tell by all the Dreadknights.
Love it. And I'm going to be taking Beltan, and today is a very, very special stream because I'm running the brand new Warrior Workshop army. So this is a kind of smaller brother arm, I would say, of C Studios, or sister company.
Sister company.
Yes, yeah. And essentially what we've got here is we've got the incredible Avatar once more from Siege, and then also we've got all of the models. Michael said to me I had to put every single model Warrior Workshop had painted for me. So a massive, massive thank you to Siege Studios for painting up this incredible army.
It does look good.
And I can't wait. Yeah, honestly, it's brilliant. We've got an army review coming up as well, and an army video coming out soon. So do check that out, and we'll go over all the miniatures, how they're painted and everything. So that's really nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's got a real Swordwind army. I've got no rangers, no troops, no farces.
It's the most un-Stephen Box army I've ever seen. I absolutely love it.
I've got guns.
You've got guns, hardly any swords.
I know. It literally pains me. But
and for a change, I've left the tower and guard at home, and
you've gone for the swords.
I'm going to hit you with something, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Tonight on the deck, we have got Jordan. How you doing, Jordan?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good.
You're in charge of the cameras tonight, mate.
I've got even more power.
Oh dear.
I'm moving up the ranks.
Literally moving up a chair.
Yeah, I've gone up a chair now, guys.
How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah?
All good.
Feel like you can put on a good show tonight for the people?
Guys, prepare to be blown away.
Looking very smart in his Vanguard tactics.
Yeah.
I like some jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
It's beautiful.
And potentially, you guys are forming a team, aren't you?
Potentially.
Vanguard Tactics Team 2 / Team Handsome is what I heard.
I mean, I think Team Handsome is... We might drop the Vanguard tactics entirely and
Fair
just go as Team Handsome.
Yeah, just get a permanent marker,
Just
cross it
straight
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake is in the studio. How are you doing tonight, Jake?
I'm good, Steve. Obviously, after our earthquake announcement that rocked the hobby world
It really
on
did.
Saturday,
Yeah.
I've decided in all my infinite wisdom to come back after all the begging you did. So I'm back, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm really pleased to have you back on the team, Jake.
It was weird hearing you doing that not crying, so that's fine. Right.
I can't believe how many people actually thought...
I was at an event and people were asking me about it.
Wow. Jordan...
No one had told me in advance, so it was news to me.
Jordan literally thought you'd left.
Yeah.
It fooled Jordan. He sat there.
I cried.
I had people read the whole post and still think I was leaving.
You mean after the discount of $69.69, they still
Well,
didn't get it?
the thing is that for my startup business, I don't think I would offer a discount code for 69% off the actual product that I'm trying to make my living off. But, that's just me.
Or the coupon code April Fools 23.
Well, it was full April with a 0 and a 1 to be hip. So.
Is that a second discount code?
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
it. Use the double.
There we go. That means you have to pay double. So-
We've also got Seb Cam tonight. So, Seb, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, yeah.
He's had a chocolate
He's
bar.
just
He's feeling
crying
a lot better. We've also got Kobe Cam.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
he
gosh.
just said he went, oh
Oh,
gosh.
gosh.
Oh gosh.
So every time I come down here, there's more people staring back at us now.
And then we've got the entire audience over there.
Of course. Yeah.
We've got
It's
Jeremy,
because you're here,
In
Chris.
the live
Dave,
audience.
Got the coach, the physio.
Michelle.
Yeah, the
That's
chef.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Michelle.
Anyway,
Right.
we've got to do some... What's the mission tonight, Jake?
Well, let me tell you, Stephen, what the mission is as we go to our lovely mission graphic, and it is secure missing artifacts. So this is a hold 1, hold 2 mission, where you can get 4 points for holding 1, an additional 4 points for holding 2, and if you hold more than your opponent, you get more 4 points. So even if Steve holds 1 and Chris holds none, he's going to get 8. So it doesn't mean you have to hold 2 to get that. And then it has a special function in this that you score 3 points at the end of the turn if you control the priority objective in your territory, which is picked by your opponent before the game starts. So that can give you a maximum of 45. Obviously 45 points on the second ace, which we'll go through with the lists. And then they get 10 points for being painted by Warrior Workshop, I'll give it to C Studio the 10 points.
Yeah.
And then Chris can have his 10 points
Yeah.
as well. So Steve,
You're losing.
You're
Chris didn't paint his.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa,
we
it's all going to be full, fair and love and war and
Hey,
all
we
that.
don't throw two people under the bus. We've got one there already.
Yeah.
Right.
Just one other thing as well about this mission. We also move
We move them.
move objectives.
Yeah, so if you just go to the top down quick on
Yep.
camera 4,
Yep.
they've already been moved. So that's what it looks like pre-done. We did that all before. That's why it's all deployed and everything. So we'll
Just to make it look nice.
yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Alright.
So,
Back
nice.
to camera 1.
We had to do Michael. Michael's doing his top flocking again.
Oh.
Flock the table. Yeah.
Amazing.
You got to move the objectives before you flock.
No,
Yes.
of course, because otherwise it's just all over the place,
Yeah.
and it would be an absolute disgrace. But do you know what isn't a disgrace?
What's that?
Mandy D gifting 10 Vanguard Tactics memberships.
Yes, Mandy.
That is not
so
a disgrace at all, is it?
No, we
Thank
love you, Mandy.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank
We
you,
do love
Mandy,
Thank
and
you so much.
I couldn't leave if it with knowing that Mandy and John would be left on their own.
I know.
So,
And
right.
do you know what? We have got some epic new members content coming out this week.
We do.
We've got a brand new format.
I'm excited by this.
Have you heard about it?
I
I've
gave him the heart.
today. I've heard at some length about it.
I bet you have, yeah. Because it was actually Jake's idea,
It
Yeah.
was.
which I'm going to steal and say it was my idea.
Well,
And that's
that's management.
As
That is-
as a
that's
good
management.
as a manager, I would expect nothing less.
Exactly.
Capitalism in action, right there.
That's it. So I'm sure many of you at home will, maybe have a boss and you come up with a great idea and then your boss just steals it. And that's what I'm going to do here. So yeah, look forward to this members content that I've come up with, and it's going to be released on Friday. And what we're actually going to do in celebration of this fantastic idea that I've had is we're going to release this first bit of members content for free. So you can see at home how great this content, we think is great, you might think is terrible.
That's quite an interesting business model there. You give them the first one for free and then they get hooked on it.
That's it.
You should find some other uses
It's
for that.
like we work in sales. So anyway, right, but yeah, I in all seriousness, I thought that is some of the best content we've actually done in a while. So obviously, I'm very much looking forward to, and hopefully all of you will as
Yeah, let us
well.
know, yeah.
But let's head straight now into the armies. I think we should save the Warrior Workshop for last.
Okay.
Just because obviously we do have some questions regarding it as well. Obviously with the service that C Studios provided. So Mr. Rhino, that's not you. That's you there. Would you like to tell me about your Grey Knights?
Excellent. Yes, so I have a Arks of Omen attachment. It's the first time I've played Grey Knights in Arks of Omen, which is great because I no longer have to take strike marines. So there's no strikes in the list, just 30 interceptors, which are like strikes, but better. I've got the good old Grandmaster, tooled up as he should be. He's got the 3-up in run once per game, and the tactical redeploy, as I like to call it. 3 more Dreadknights as well. Everyone's got heavy side cannon. Everyone's got a heavy silencer. So he's got a Gatling gun on one arm, a big gun on the other arm. They've all got swords. 1 unit of Paladins.
Okay.
Where have I hid them? Oh, they're in there somewhere.
They're in the... Yeah.
They're in the ruin.
Yep.
Unit 5. They've got 1 side cannon in there. As you see, they've got halberds. They're just there to try and give themselves something that can maybe stand on objective without just getting shot off. What other character type? Oh, Mortal Windbomb Librarian. Probably has a real name. It's Brotherhood Librarian. Psychic Warlord.
Should we give a name? Mortal Wound.
Let's see if
John
it
Wick.
earns a name.
What about Martin?
Martin the Mortal Windbomb Librarian.
Yeah.
John Wick.
That's probably more PC than any other name I could come up with.
Moto.
Martin Windbomb Librarian.
Martin.
Let's go with Martin.
Martin.
We go with Martin.
Martin, I've got John Wick on my team, so
No, we all know who really has John Wick.
yeah.
So
And we'll come back. Yeah, so, anything else apart from Martin in your list?
Well, there might be one other little character who I might be quite fond of.
Right.
The absolute Don that is Castle and Crow, the only Primaris scale Grey Knight model out there, I believe.
Yeah.
Whether he's Primaris or not has not been made clear, but he's certainly a lot taller than his battle brothers.
Yeah.
I think that's all I've got, really.
Fair enough. Yeah, looks like a good list, mate.
It does what it says on tin. It shoots some Stormbolters, it casts some psychic powers, it tries to chop you up.
Looking forward to it. So let me go through my list.
Do it.
Right, okay, so I've got a Beltan list. I've got lots of units of 9s because of points.
I like that.
And I couldn't bring myself to kind of go with like a unit of 8. I was like, no, we'll just take 1 from each. So what we've got in the list is we've got my John Wick, the pure focus of will and dedication is a sermon. We saw him last week in Boarding Actions. He was an absolute baller.
He was pretty good though, wasn't he?
He was real good. He's back today. He's boarded, he's actioned, and he's here to do work against you.
3 up and vulnerable save, max 3 win phase cap. That's pretty good.
Real nice. We've then got an Autarch, okay? He's got the relic for the wings, so he can fly. He'll fly with you and do mortal wounds. He's a natural born leader.
Ooh.
That's his warlord trait, okay? He's born to lead. And what that gives me is full rerolls to hit. A little bit like Chapter Master rerolls, but worse because I only get it for the turn, not the battle round.
Oh, okay.
I know, ridiculous. Anyway, who wrote that? So, then we've got, for troops, I've got the Avatar, obviously.
Well, I think it's actually illegal for you to run an army
And not have an
another
Avatar.
army and not have the Avatar. It's absolutely sick model.
It
This
is.
the siege one, isn't it?
Yeah. It is sick.
Look at it. Look at those shoulder pads.
I know, look at them pads. Yeah. So we've got him. And then for troops, I've got nothing.
Excellent. Who needs troops in Arks of Omen?
Who needs-
troops? Are
Think of a
10th
past.
edition.
Think of a past. They were for 8th, yeah. Then we've also got, for elites, we've got 5 Banshees with mirror swords and piercing strikes, okay?
Amazing.
We've then also got 5 striking scorpions with crushing blows. Okay, we've then got 9 fire dragons with burning heat, and I've given them a relic, so they're -2 to charge. We've then got 9 warp spiders. We've got 9 swooping hawks. They've got the las talent and also been upgraded to get. Oh, the warp talons can. The warp spiders can act like swooping hawks for a turn, so they can battle focus back into high deployment once per turn.
Cool. I like
Yeah, it's called Web of Deceit. Then we've also got winged evasion, I believe, on the swooping hawks. They're basically. They've also got a relic as well for a 5+ feel no pain. All right. Then I've got 3 shining spears, Paragon sword, and heart strike, so mortal wounds and stuff. And then, last but not least, the most powerful unit, the most powerful and feared unit in the game of all time. Okay. I know you're looking at them, eyes watering there.
I'm jealous you have access to such incredible units like this.
These are. Let me tell you their profile.
Go on, I'm ready.
1 shot.
Oh.
Strength 8.
Oh.
-2. Flat 3 damage.
Oh!
And guess what?
What?
They can't battle focus.
Oh.
And they are the Dark Reapers.
Hey!
Potentially the single greatest unit in the game, and I think the first time I've ever seen them run in 9th edition, but yeah.
Yes.
But do you know what is actually great?
What's that?
Is a $50 super chat from Mandy D.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Mandy, thank you so much.
Can't stay for long. Sorry. Anyway, Chris, don't let Stephen win. Dominate that psychic phase. Also, anyone that got a membership should go check out the VT Discord. It has an awesome community, and try to be back before it's over. So hopefully you are. But also, yes, I'll echo the sentiment. VT Discord, obviously one of the things you get as a member. So go check it out. All right. So Steve,
Yes.
before we start,
Yes.
we obviously have sponsors.
Yes.
Would you like to quickly mention who they are?
Yeah, so massive thank you to the Outpost. So if you are based in the UK and you want to get your miniatures, like any of these army lists that we've got here tonight, then you can check out the link below and obviously purchase your miniatures from the Outpost. They've got a live stock check, so you know what's in.
I just ordered a pretty reasonably sized order from them, and seeing what's in stock is so helpful.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than placing an order and then having to wait.
Well, they order it in.
Yeah, and what they also don't do is send you the rest of your list that you've ordered. So Outpost, they've got a live stock check, so you can order everything that's in stock, and then, you know, if you want to do back order, maybe do it in a separate order, so then it comes separately.
It arrives very quickly as well.
Yeah. So yeah, do check out the Outpost, a great gaming venue as well. They run tournaments, and yeah, fantastic gaming venue. We've then also got obviously Siege Studios, so a massive thank you to Siege for this army. It is beautiful. We've also got Colourforge, and if you haven't used Colourforge sprays, definitely check them out. The cans are actually colour matched to, they're nearly colour forged, to the GW based colours.
Oh, so if you're doing a new Dark Angels army, for example, you could
Get their green,
You could just
spray it.
spray it on. I mean, that's very convenient.
It is, and then you could just put a wash on, bit of a dry brush, call it done.
Ah, have they got one that would look good on Death Guard Terminators? Deathwing Terminators, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they do, yeah.
yeah. There's definitely Well, we used literally 2 sprays, and me, Jord, and Kobe painted 2,000 points of Aussie Ark Bone Reapers in 6 hours. And most of that heavy lifting was done with those sprays. Yeah, so do check out those. And of course, we've got Frontline Gaming. So if you are based in the US, you want to get your miniatures, grab them from there. They do an awesome terrain set that we've had here on the channel before. And also, they've got some amazing events coming up as well. So they've got BAO you can get tickets for. And then hopefully soon, Lone Star Open. And big announcement, it's not official yet, but I think I'm going to be coming to Texas for the Lone Star Open in July.
I want to do that one.
You want to come? Let's do it. Double team it.
Maybe. But yes.
Yeah. And of course, Harder and Steenbeck. So if you're in the business for an airbrush, check out Harder and Steenbeck. So
I've got Harder and Steenbeck airbrush.
yeah, you just like get all the sponsors, aren't you?
Well,
like
you put them on my shirt and
You go
I
and
have to buy it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm a simple man. I see toys, I buy them.
I don't blame you. I'd do exactly the same. So without any further ado, let's get on and roll some dice.
Right, speaking of dice.
You got the new gold.
Oh,
The black. You got the Gucci's, the black
This is
and
the
gold.
first time I've seen the new dice. So
Yeah.
I'm a convert.
Okay.
Dice cam,
All good, mate?
You go for it. Bang.
sword start.
It's a good start, that isn't
That's
it?
saucy.
So Grey Knights, turn 1. I'll have these Gucci dice back 'cause these are my fake dice.
Are they? Well, I think you might want to do some redeploys before we start here.
Yes. Oh, so should we talk about secondaries, right? Probably
Yeah.
something we
Oh,
should
we've
probably
got some
talk
of
about.
those, haven't we? Yeah.
So secondaries that I'm taking tonight is going to be Abhor the Witch, because I don't have any psychers.
Yeah, I did notice that when I rocked up at the studio and saw
Yep.
there were no psychers on the list.
I've then also got the Aspect Warrior one, which is the Wrath of Khaine. But guess what? The Avatar of Khaine can't even score it. He doesn't
Brilliant.
know his own wrath. Interestingly, the Autarch, that's been through all the different paths of the Aspect, also forgotten apparently how to do it either.
Brilliant.
So he can't do it. But everything else is eligible. And basically what I've got to do is kill some stuff in shooting, kill some stuff in combat, and I'll get some points. And then finally, the last one I've gone for is some retrieved...
Battlefield data.
RBD.
whatever, yeah.
It's called Retrieve Battlefield data.
Is it?
Yeah.
Retrieve Nephilim. Oh,
What
no.
did it used to be called?
Retrieve Nephilim
Nah.
or Nachmund data.
No, it's all about rodding.
It's
I'm-
all
I'm
about
old school.
rodding.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've got
that
to keep
was-
it in the rod.
I miss deploy teleport homers.
I like rodding.
That was the OG original, like first ever initiation of
Top
it.
rodding, which basically means I've got to do an action in each table quarter and I'll score a series of points for doing those. I am going to spend 2 CPs in a moment to redeploy 3 units while, I'll do that while you go for your secondaries.
Yeah. Well, speaking of teleporting, I'm taking Teleport Strike. Grey Knight specific secondary. I get 5 points I get 5 points per turn if a unit which arrived via Deep Strike or Teleport Shunt or Gate of Infinity or any of those other snazzy ways to redeploy kills a unit. I am also taking Warp Ritual, which I think is probably better than Purifying Ritual in this particular setup. If it was a 6 objective map, maybe I'd make a different decision. And Engage on all fronts, just because I can do some snazzy moving around the board as well.
Like it.
Right.
Let's go.
Playing? Where else we are?
Whoa.
So the
dunno.
Scorpions are hiding in here now, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, we are also saying the terrain, it is bottom level blocks line of sight, okay?
Yeah, and we did complete the ruins.
Yeah, we've completed the rooms, and also these kind of webway gates with trees, there are dense terrain for tonight, okay? What else am I going to redeploy? I've got
What
3
we'll
more.
do while you're doing your redeploys, should we go to the top down and then we can meet you guys and then we can so you can do all your stuff.
Yep.
Then we can chat, me and Jord. All right.
Sounds good.
Hey, Jake.
Hello. It's just us
Just us.
and everyone else.
Bit
in
of
the
alone
room
time.
that can hear us.
Yep.
But obviously, welcome everyone. So I hope obviously you're all looking forward to this. Let me know. I'm going to put a little poll in the chat to
Yep.
see who everyone has their money on, and I hope it's who have you got your money on?
Me.
Yeah, let's start with you.
Ooh. I am going to put my money on John Wick.
John Wick to win.
Yeah, John Wick's going to
Who
win.
is
What's his name?
Azurban.
Azurman.
Right.
Azurman.
I'm going to go with Chris.
Okay.
Because
That's 1-1.
you got to back the endangered species with the right.
Yes,
move.
yes,
So,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Plug that in there. I like it.
Yeah. Already we've got 100% Eldar. Oh, 71%. Oh, it's growing. It's going down.
It's going crazy.
We'll check.
We'll check
that.
it. Yeah, we'll check back on that. But how are you, Jake?
I'm well.
Yeah?
Obviously, of my 24-hour stint of trying to make it on my own.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama with that.
I lasted a full 24 hours, and I think I did
yeah.
well personally. And then me, Steve, and everyone else met up for some dinner to try and convince me back. And I was like, okay,
contracts were out, and there's a lot of money involved. But
for the quality players, got to play the quality money.
Hey, this is what I'm saying, man. This transfer market is crazy. It's crazy.
It all happened with
hey,
Neymar.
we're glad you're back.
Thank you.
We're glad you're running the show. And yeah, so I think let's talk about the Outpost briefly.
Yeah, so obviously the Outpost is one of the sponsors that we have here on Vanguard Tactics.
Yep.
So something to mention for them. Let me just make sure. There we go. Right, so obviously they've got a GT coming up. So they've got one on the 20th of May.
Yep.
So tickets are on pre-order. So obviously I don't know how much that sort of, like in terms of that means how many spaces they've got left.
Yep.
But there's 32 spaces, I think there is.
There's 32 spaces.
Yeah.
It's £35 a ticket.
Which is like,
to be fair, that's about average for an RTT, I'd say.
Well, no, it's a GT. So
Or
it's
GT,
it's
yeah.
2 days. So normally a GT ticket is about 50 to 60, 70 pounds sometimes. So
Oh,
actually
wow.
for
Yeah,
35 quid, that's
a bargain.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, definitely.
So obviously that's great, and obviously the gaming centre there is fantastic. They've got some really friendly staff.
Yeah, I was going to say the staff I've heard from Steve are really, really friendly.
Yeah, and especially as well, like they mentioned with the livestock thing. The last thing my massive pet peeve is when I go on a website to try and buy models.
Yep.
And I find that like they, I order something
Yep.
and then it's like, oh yeah, it's not there, and then I've got to wait like ages. And especially like if it's a tournament or like you're wanting to get ready for something and you've got very time sensitive,
Yeah.
or if you're like me and are just incredibly impatient, then obviously
I am like you, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, having that is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, the discount they offer is fantastic as well, especially with everything going on at the moment. Any discount that you want in this current market is going to be great, and you've got to look for the best. And I think the Outposts offer one of the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Out there. And then obviously the gaming venue, fantastic gaming venue, and
well, shall I drop the link in the chat?
yeah.
I'll drop the link in the chat, guys. So if you want to buy your ticket for the event, or even just have a look at the website for the Outpost, you can do. And I'll just drop the link in the chat, and you can all just click on that and just go check it out, guys. See what you think, and
Yeah. Never know. Like I may even go. It sounds fun for £35 for a ticket. I'm quite tempted.
Definitely.
So right now, obviously we spoke about the Outpost. So let's talk a bit about the old game. So obviously, Grey Knights versus Eldar. Secondary wise, obviously, I think Steve's obviously gone with a Boar the Witch.
Yep.
Which I think is, well, it's not shocking considering he doesn't have a Psyker. I think the fact he doesn't have a Psyker is shocking. But obviously, for matchup wise, it's not too bad. And the thing is Steve has not run a wizard in his Eldar army before, which is so it's not unusual for him to see, but in general, it is okay. I don't think it likes it when we don't post links.
Oh.
That's it. It's all right. Well, as I said, if you go, we'll figure out. Hang on. When they do their turn, I'll drop the link.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way of dropping the link in for the event.
Yeah.
And for the Outpost, and we'll go from there. But as I said, the link for the Outpost is in the description.
Yeah.
So you can click on that if you'd like. But yeah, as you were saying, sorry about the secondaries.
Yeah, so in terms of gameplay wise, it's an interesting one, right? Because you've got like Grey Knights, which obviously are Marines. They're not Marines in the stereotypical sense.
No.
They're not all can't be wounded or not a 4 and incredibly tanky, but they are.
Jake, if I'm not mistaken, you was the #1 Grey Knight player at one point, wasn't you?
In the world, yeah.
In the world, yeah.
And to a lot of people, they still think I am. Anyway, I haven't played the army for about 2 years.
Oh well, enough of that, Jake. Sorry, mate.
Oh.
Well, we're going back.
Right. Let's see what they did.
And it's over to you guys.
Right, a little bit moving around. So
We unmuted?
I hope so.
So I've come out relatively tentatively at the back, but yeah, we're definitely pushing around the flanks. So just in case it's not amazingly clear, because they're quite well camouflaged, my Grandmaster has stepped onto the centre objective here. along with, you see just the edge of the Paladins popping out there as well. And a unit of Interceptors have just gone out each way, really spreading into those flanks. Dreadknight's moved up the middle.
Yep.
And the one that was buffed up by the Tech Marine
Yep.
has used a stratagem called Teleport Shunt
Yep.
to shunt himself across the board.
Yep.
Just try and get himself a little angle on
George, just go to the other unit. That's the one. So that's the camera you're seeing right now. Is this kind of Dreadknight right there, getting a beeline into either? Well, you can kind of shoot whatever you want. Aside from this,
I don't think I can see the warp spider.
you can't see the warp spiders. We've got the fire dragons. You've got the hawks. You've got the spears. They're all in line of sight. So
Yeah, just give him a few options. Yeah. Now the important one there is he's kind of thrown off on his own. But for my secondary, I'm quite happy to trade him for 5 victory points.
yeah,
Understanding full well that he's going to be a lot of fire dragons in a minute.
yeah,
A lot of fire dragon shooting.
yeah,
Best phase, psychic phase.
yep.
So we're going to start with that unit over there. Sorry.
Just get my denies ready.
Just get his eyes. Are you ready for that?
Yep.
All 0 of them.
So they shoot and then they move again.
Great.
So there's only 5 guys, so it's just 10 shots with the storm bolters.
And who are you going to shoot?
They're just going to shoot. I think all they can actually see is the avatar.
The
because
avatar.
He's
Yeah.
character protecting these guys, isn't he?
You got it.
2,
Yeah.
4, 6, 8.
Do you need more dice? They were my fate dice you've just picked up there, my man.
Right, brilliant. What I've done is
So
stolen them, and you can have this back.
this big bag of dice.
Right, they're where it always is. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
No,
you got it, yeah.
I
no
have
psychic
seen these
phase,
before.
ironically, Steve got there. So.
Sorry, Steve.
It's okay, mate. Don't worry.
On
Don't worry.
threes. Oh wow.
If anything, what you've given me a nice little excuse so I could just
Make up whatever you want.
just make them up. Yeah. So
Well, if you're good at cheat, you're good at it.
that's it.
Yeah. Well, I hit with everything.
Great.
apparently.
That's a good start. That's a good start. And I'm toughness 8.
So I'm winning on 6s.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's
So
2.
2 wounds, no AP.
I've got a 2-up save.
Yeah.
So just roll anything but 1s. There we go.
But the important bit of this is not you shooting the storm bolters, it's being able to move another 12 inches.
Does that allow you to charge?
No. So they very specifically cannot move any further. So they can't make charges.
Okay. Cool.
You can't advance with the second move. But it does mean that they have a 24-inch kind of movement.
Which is great.
Yeah,
For-
it's-
yeah. Did you take engage on all fronts?
I did.
So that's quite handy for that, isn't it?
Well, it's why I took it. Yeah.
It's like you've thought about it. Yeah.
Real quick, you can keep doing whatever, but I've
Yeah.
just put the link for that event we spoke about in the chat from
Awesome.
the
Oh, brilliant.
outpost, so
I
you
want
have
to
it
go
there.
to one of these as well, because you went up to one with your World Eaters. Is
I
that
did.
Right when they first came out.
I did, yeah. I did take the World Eaters. It was an awesome event. They got some good terrain layouts and stuff. Yeah, and I was fortunate to win the event, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
So it was another reason to go. Go and defend my title.
Of course.
Yeah.
We could all go.
We could all
all
go
go.
as a team.
Team VT.
Seb
Team
can
Handsome.
come and be on my team though.
Team
Team,
Handsome.
he's on Team Handsome.
Team Handsome, yeah.
Don't
Seb needs to
laugh.
be
Paladins.
You're fired.
Warp Ritual.
He's off Team Handsome. Effective immediately.
This is the Paladin's Warp Ritualing.
Paladins Warp Ritual.
Yep.
So that's once.
Okay, nice. Is that a character can do
It
that?
has to be a character to warp ritual.
Yeah. So Grandmaster.
The guy next to him will do
Grandmaster,
that.
yeah.
That.
That's
That's
okay.
why I put. That is why I put him there.
Don't worry,
That
that's
makes
fine.
sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's right.
Um,
But the Paladins could do the power for the...
They'll do their power for the +1 armor instead.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
you could... Did you take the one where you got to bang a thing on an objective?
No, I took. You can take that or Warp Ritual.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And do you know what's even as great as accidentally forgetting that only a character can do warp ritual?
What is it?
It's a £10 super chat
Hey.
Who is it?
From Werepuppy, who said, speaking of best in faction, big thanks to VT for helping me to get 5th best T-Suns player in the UK ITC rankings. Also for winning best in faction at 2 GTs.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
That is...
And that is better than forgetting about the character thing.
Yeah, that's awesome as well.
Yeah. Massive
Well done.
congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Next up will be the Paladins.
Yep.
We'll do their +1 armor save.
Let's do it.
Goes off.
Well, that's gone off, yep.
So they 2-up save, in cover, 1-up save, +1. It's like having armor content back.
Great.
0-up saves. That's
Yep.
what we want. Just remind me of the AP of a Fire Dragon.
AP more than you can handle.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I think we're probably going to. Yeah, we'll do a cheeky little hammer hand over with the Dreadknight.
Oh, cheeky hammer hand.
Cheeky hammer hand.
Looks like that's gone off.
That's gone off as well. So if by somehow he gets into combat, I think he's a bit far away.
Yeah. Did you want to be 9 away?
Yeah, I'm going to put him down 9.
You definitely didn't.
We kind of went and talked about it.
So you're 9 away, but remember those fire dragons got -2 to charge, so you will need an 11.
An 11. That's how math works.
That's how, yeah. That's math.
I love them.
I don't think we're actually going to do any more psychic powers. There's all sorts of like random little stuff they can do, but at this point, all you're doing is risking perils.
That's
so
it.
Like, what's the point in having reroll wounds in combat on a unit's only backfield objective?
You just don't need that in your
Be
backfield,
funny.
do you?
Not at all.
But it would be funny.
Shooting.
Shooting. Yeah, I was like, we've already done shooting, but that was actually in your psychic phase.
Yeah, that's psychic shooting.
So now we're going to shooting phase. Yeah.
I like the idea of doing stuff out of phases, and if you're not going to have a psychic phase in future, well, you know, when are we going to cast the powers?
Who knows? I don't.
Sorry, I wasn't meant to laugh there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The last time I'm invited back.
Yeah.
Right, the guy at the back here.
Do you know what? I've had so many questions, right? Like, quiz the coach I was doing today for our academy students. Someone goes, so Steve, what sort of army do you reckon you'll be playing around the summertime, do you think? Like, I'll tell you what, it could be 1 of 10, and I'll tell you what the 10 are.
Well, maybe World Eaters, but equally Eldar, maybe Blood Angels, don't really know.
Maybe some Dark Angels.
Maybe Dark
who knows?
Angels, you know. Oh, Dark Angels.
Who knows?
I think Dark Angels
Not
quite
a
good.
meta chaser.
The guy at the back is out of range. He can't get to the Avatar. He can't do anything. I can't even see the Avatar.
Yeah, so it's just this guy
It's
here?
just this guy. They can see these guys, but they don't have range on them.
Okay.
So
You're just going to look at them menacingly.
yeah. So as much as we want to come and kill the Avatar,
Yep.
we're just going to
Stole
shoot.
my line.
Okay, so, yeah, nice. You've got the line of sight straight down. Oh,
Straight down.
Oh, no, John.
It's John.
Oh,
John's
John.
fallen over. Cool, yep, straight down into here. I am -1 to hit.
Brilliant. That is unfortunate for me.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
What tide are you in, by the way?
we're in the tide of hiding in the shadows.
Shadows, yeah.
The Tide of Shadows.
What does that give you?
It means if I'm more than 12 inches away from you, I get benefits of light cover.
Yeah.
And if I already have light cover,
Yeah.
then I get dense cover.
Do you know doesn't care about that?
I'm going to guess most of your army.
Dark Reapers?
Oh, no, well, I am worried about this Dark Reapers.
Yeah. It's the one thing they do have.
Look, here we are talking down. They're going to kill Dreadknight in a minute. We know that, right?
You can keep going.
Okay.
So, Psy Cannon should be hitting on 2s, now hitting on 3s.
Yep. That's 1 miss, my man. That's
That's
6,
1 miss.
5 hits, yep.
6 is to wound. Oh, wait, no, that's not this army. That's
No.
every other army I play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm winning on 2s, though, because I'm assuming you're not tougher, that's 5 or better.
No, I'm toughness 4.
Yeah, strength 8. Right,
So
well, that's
2 wounds.
that's 2 wins.
AP.
AP 2,
So that takes me to my 5 up invuln.
5 up, special save.
So anything but a 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1. Damage.
2 damage.
2. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Well, lose a guy then.
Oh, that's unfortunate for you.
That is. All right. I'll leave that model actually and get rid of this one because then that means that guy can't see me so easily.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that is unfortunate.
that is unfortunate.
Can you see you at all?
Uh,
You let me know, because...
is that what you wanted to do? Was
ideally you can, but...
yeah, you can. You still got a bead on him. Don't
You
worry.
sure?
You're
Yeah.
fine. You still got a
Okay.
bead. Still got a bead.
All right, can I have those 2 dice, please?
Yes, Camp.
One more.
Take it out of the dice bag. Not out my fake dice, please. Good catch. And for somebody that had a dislocated arm only 2 weeks ago, mate.
I know, like, it's I'm not picking anything up with it,
Yeah.
because that hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm decent range of movement back.
Good.
These are strength 5, so 3s.
Yeah. Chris in true Rhino style. Got hit by a car, didn't you?
I did, yes.
It was a
And
real-
his guard army didn't break. Like, can we just talk
I
about
lost a few guys.
There were some casualties.
But a very nice paramedic actually went around picking all of it up,
really?
which I didn't really realise until. So I was in a hospital
Yeah.
and I was getting ready to leave, and I'm like, I know I had an army with me at some point, and like he picked it up and he packaged it up, and it was just tucked at the bottom of my bed. I was like, oh, that was very nice of him.
Oh, the Rough Riders are down there. Cool. Casakin are okay. Cool. We're still good to go.
The Rough Riders got ruined. All those nice.
Just shafts
spears,
now?
Just shafts. Yeah, I'm fairly sure 2 of them ended up in.
Mate, all you need is a shaft. Don't worry about the rest.
Who needs a tip anyway?
That's it.
But the
Speaking of
Kazakin, fine.
Yeah, Kazakin.
Shame.
Fine.
Damage on
Yeah,
these?
shame.
Damage 1. AP 1. Damage 1.
AP1. 4 ups then.
4 ups.
Okay.
Okay, 3 wounds.
So 1 dead and 1 takes a wound.
Okay.
So
Now,
he's now down to 3 wounds remaining. That is the sergeant right there.
masterfully, that means that the one who teleported is going to have a little pop.
Yep, and I think you can still draw a line of sight to his base. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Am I gonna split the fire?
So if you kill this guy,
then I will score 5 points for teleport assault.
nice.
Chris
I
broke
don't
the
think
fourth
you.
level.
Well, it's up to you if you want to split fire, but
I think if it wasn't as important for victory points, I'd be tempted to split fire and try and pick up some aspect warriors. But
considering you've only done 4 wounds and he's got 3,
I think just everything into him.
yeah, if you whiff it, you're gonna lose those 5 points.
Apparently, Chris broke before the guard did, which is like
Chris did break. Yeah. Or Chris dislocated.
KD,
George.
so it goes KD.
George, look at that shot Seb's got.
I know,
Oh.
I'm just waiting for him to finish.
Come on, mate.
Good?
George, you need to get these. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he looks great right now.
On his
Let's
own.
shoot some guns at him.
Great.
Let's get a heavy side cannon. So he's buffed up by a tech marine, so he would have been hitting on 2s, but he's now hitting on 3s because you're -1 to hit,
Great.
which is unfortunate for me. Wounding on 2s, 3 wounds, AP2, 2 damage.
5 ups. Yeah, he killed him.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay,
See,
so
now,
maybe-
now I wish I'd split it. But
Yeah,
it
but-
was still the right decision not to.
Oh, he's
because there is
gone.
an
Where's he
inbox
gone? Come on, Seb. Stop looking at empty air.
Yeah, the downside to that whiffing is massive, and the upside is kill what 2 fire dragons.
He just
Yeah.
died.
All right, sure. I think that is all of my shooting.
Okay. Charges.
Wait, no, I've got a couple of storm bolters at your avatar, which I'm not even going to bother rolling because
Yeah.
tough and safe with 2 up save. Charges, just the one, which will be the.
Into the fire dragons.
There's no reason not to.
Well, I could Overwatch.
Well, that is a reason not to. I'm gonna charge though.
Okay, so do I want to Overwatch here? Because how many models have I got within 12? I've only got 5 models within 12. I do have 2 auto hit dice.
Well, that's not good for me.
So that means I would be doing quite considerable damage.
Have you got the 3 up in bowl?
Not on that one. It's on this one.
Oh, that's a shame.
But it's not every hit. No, because I'm not. No, carry on.
So I need a
11
here.
Yeah. Please don't roll that for that.
What are the chances of getting an 11? It's 1 in 9 on 2 dice.
Do you fancy your chances? Or are you going to waste that CP?
I'm going to waste the CP. I'm going to do it.
he's-
I'm going to do it.
He's gone
I'm
for
going
it.
to do it. You saw the spinning 6 though, right?
I did, but I've also just seen the result of a 3, so I'm much happier.
So
about
we're okay with that.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
So
what did you score?
End of that turn, I get 2 points for engaging all fronts because I'm in 1, 2, 3 quarters.
You are.
5 points for teleport assault.
You did.
It's such a dumb secondary, isn't it? It's so
And
good.
just have points. Here's points. Have them all.
5 points for killing a unit that you were probably going to get.
Just have 5.
It's so good.
It forces you to it forces you to actively trade, which I quite like.
But you
my
could
God,
just
it rewards you for it.
You could just gate a unit into the exact same place.
Yeah.
It was in,
Yeah.
and then just go, yeah, die. I love it. And what else did you get? You got 3 points on Warp Ritual as well.
I've done it once, but
So,
scores at the
yeah,
end.
We'll,
but
we'll,
yeah.
we'll note it at the very end because that'll be easier. And then any primary, secondary, tertiary, whatever you want to call it, points.
Yeah, you did hold your objective, your
Hold on,
primary, so have 3
this
points.
is basically the get 15.
Just have
tertiary
15.
because
Have
Yeah.
15,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you can only score 30. Right, Steve,
Okay.
we'll go now.
Lost my shining spears.
Well, you know,
Wow.
should have
And that beautiful shot.
brought more.
Going to gain a CP now. I'm up to 2.
If we meet you guys,
Warlord
we'll
trait,
go to the
relic.
top down. I'll see you in a bit. Right.
Bye, guys.
Quite an eventful turn. Killing
Yeah.
the Shining Spears was probably quite good considering that's one of 3 of Steve's combat units.
Yep.
So
exactly.
that's good. And he did his little like neck thing where he gets worried. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right. So
You can see the neck bulging
and now
right
and now he's laughing at me as he always
No,
does.
that's anger.
No, he's laughter. Right. Love is laughter.
Love is laughter.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Right, so that was a pretty good turn for Chris. Obviously, like we said, killing the Shining Spears is one thing, but more importantly, getting like 10 points for.
I was going to say 10 points in the first turn is a really good turn.
If we go on it technicality, he's got 13, but obviously we're going to count Warp Ritual at the very end.
Yeah,
just 'cause
smashed
it's
it.
easier. So that's super good. But that Dreadknight is probably going to die.
Rest in peace, brother.
Which, is a sad time.
It is a sad time.
For all
It is a sad
involved.
time.
Um,
But still successful point surprises, Jake. So that's the main thing.
It's still all to play for. In early days, I think obviously we've got some fantastic shooting units in the Eldar army, being the Sweeping Hawks and the Fire Dragons.
Exactly. Exactly.
But do you know what is something more fantastic than Sweeping Hawks and Fire Dragons?
I don't know, Jake. Please tell
It's
me.
Colourforge.
Whoa.
So obviously Colourforge is one of the sponsors here at Vanguard Tactics.
Yep.
And they really promote obviously, their fantastic range of sprays and paints that are all, like Steve said, colour match to the Games Workshop base paint. So if you are somebody out there who wants to paint, I don't know, let's say maybe get that 10th edition, project ready, if you're like me and have started a project ready for 10th edition, you can get any sort of GW base paint you can find in the can. Manufactured in the UK as well. It's obviously fantastic for all the people that do live in the United Kingdom because it means obviously you're going to get them out easier. Obviously 50% larger and cheaper than other brands as well, which is quite a fun fact.
They are much bigger. And to be fair though, so I know Steve said it at the start of the stream, we did actually paint an entire Ossiarch Bone Reaper army.
We did.
With
Well, I
these.
say we did. I didn't.
Yes, Jake. You did in spirit.
No, I did. I was there in spirit, and that's really good. And especially again, like we're speaking about in this time we're living in, especially with the hobby as well. Money is quite a precious thing for a lot of people.
Money is precious.
and to have a bit more bang for your buck, bigger cans at 50% the cost is fantastic. So that's what we really want to promote with that. And then obviously the other point, to note is obviously they have a fantastic matte finish. So if you are quite an avid painter out there and you do, and you are quite particular, I do recommend you do check them out. I know obviously there are other brands out there, but I think Colourforge is probably the best. Colourforge is probably the best brand that I've used and seen.
To be fair though, dude, like they match with. You can use your spray guns really well, and contrast, any other sort of paint like that. It works well with everything.
The best one I've actually seen used is the matte black.
Yeah,
and I know that's quite a basic colour to pick, but in actual fact, black is probably one of the most used undercoating colours, and I've used a load in my time. Obviously the Games Workshop brand, other brands to note. I think the Colourforge one that I've used and Steve recommended me to use has probably been the best I can. And then when I found out how much it was and how much you got for it, I was blown away. So
well, to be fair, let's not forget the fact that we live in England.
Yeah,
it rains quite a lot, doesn't it?
It does rain.
It can
a
be
lot.
really bad weather. How annoying is it to spray your models and get those really horrible finishes because the weather's not right, the temperature's not right?
I still paint over it because I'm a trooper. But
Yeah, but Jake,
it's still awful.
Jake, we're not all masterclass painters like you, mate. So I just wanted to. This is for the general masses.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, obviously they're all fantastic, and obviously Colourforge as well. Obviously in link in the description as well. If you want to go check them out, I definitely 100% recommend them.
Yeah, definitely smashed it.
So,
Well,
but yeah, so
back to the game.
Now we go back to the game. We've had our little moment to sort of gush over fantastic quality sprays. So looking at the state of the board at the moment, obviously from the camera I can see, because it's quite hard to see over the fantastic terrain. But we've got the Howling Banshees in the middle. We've got the Avatar of Khaine. You've got the Swooping Hawks. Now the Swooping Hawks are really good because their battle focus allows them to just be removed from the table and set back up anywhere else.
It's a very powerful mechanic.
So you don't have to worry about, going D6 at the random results. And they do pump out some good damage.
Yep.
Fire Dragons, I think, lined up, ready to go. Warp Spider's the same. I think the goal for Steve this turn is just going to be get everything out of that sort of, bottom top left-hand corner.
Let's go over his secondaries again. So he's done RBD.
Yeah,
Retrieve battlefield data, which obviously he's poised to do that very easily. First turn, you can do that.
Yeah, it's just the other
the
turns I'm going to worry about a bit for him, but I think he'll be fine. Dire Avengers are quite useful for it because they've got a rule that allows them to action and still shoot.
Well, he does have 2 units of Dire Avengers in reserve.
Yeah, so they can come on
Exactly.
and do the absolute business. And then you've got obviously
Abhor the Witch.
Abhor the Witch, which is just
That's
free.
just play the game in this
It's just play
situation.
the game. And then obviously with
And what was the last one?
What was your last secondary, Steve, real quick?
It's my Beltan specific
Oh,
one.
the aspect one. So,
The
yeah, that's going to
aspect
be good
one.
as well. Are you ready?
Nope.
No?
Okay,
I thought,
alright.
I thought you just put your thumb up.
I did, and then I forgot I haven't moved a sermon, so he's going to snip in there.
And now
cool.
are you ready?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, so if we go to camera 1, and then you can talk us through your movement phase.
Okay, so what I've done here is I've moved the Dark Reapers back. The Autarch, I also completely forgot to move, so I'm just going to quickly move him there. Just because within 6 of the Dark Reapers, within 6 of them, because he wants to give basically rerolls to all this kind of stuff. So that is the intent, be within 6 of here, 6 of them, 6 of all those units, okay? So he's giving me reroll ones to all those Aspect Warrior units. This unit, Strike and Scorpions, is rodded for me, R&D, Knackman, retrieves some data in this corner, basically. I will need to roll a dice for that, so anything but a 6.
So if you go dice cam.
Obviously, he's done it at the end of the turn, but I'll do it now.
Just do it now, get out of the way.
Oh, it's a 4. They've done it.
We're good. We're good.
Whew. I moved the Fire Dragons forward, just to move them, not battle focused or anything, just move forward. And they're in range of 9 inches of both of these units. The Warp Spiders are within 12 of both of those. These guys just move forward to potentially shoot, not him because you'll just move out the way.
You could do that, yeah.
And then we've also got the Avatar here ready to shoot as well. So I'm just going to move this Banshee because he's got a beam weapon and I don't want him beaming away a Banshee. They've advanced, I use my auto advance 6 for them.
Awesome.
Okay. And I've obviously got my Dire Avengers in Deep Strike and then my Shining Spears, because they're painted by Warrior Workshop, they actually regenerate.
I like, hobby scores in games. It's often successful, I found. Yeah.
It is, it's good.
People love that.
They do. So, the Born Leader ability. Jake, if you were in my shoes, now I set it up so I was in 6 of all of them, who would you give rerolls to? The Fire Dragons, the Warp Spiders, the Swooping Hawks, or the Dark Reapers? Who would you give full rerolls to hit to?
Well, considering that it's only for your turn, which is very interesting words we can't say.
Or the Banshees.
The Banshee. So for me, I think it depends, right? Obviously, those Fire Dragons are going to be pretty solid intact because are they the ones that every hit's a wound?
Correct.
So obviously, reroll hits is obviously the no-brainer there. But there's also the argument to say, obviously...
But they're already getting reroll ones anyway.
But this is the thing. So there's arguments to say, obviously, it could be the Warp Spiders. Do you know what? I think it would probably be the Fire Dragons, but if not, it would be the Sweeping Hawks.
I'm going to go with the Swooping Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because...
Or do I need to give it to the Banshees to get that aspect kill in combat?
Wow, you've really paid for my coaching service. So I think it's the Sweeping Hawks just because the 6s to hit
Auto wins.
auto wins.
Bingo.
And you want to fish for those because you're only strength 3.
Bingo, yeah. Nice.
No
okay.
worries. That's £50.
Thank you very much.
No worries. But use the discount code to his friend.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, use
5%
that,
off, yeah.
use that discount code at
69%
69.
off, guys.
So we will go first of all with the Dark Reapers, and they are, like, my shooting phase is done. So the Dark Reapers are going to shoot your, what's Paladins?
The Paladins, yeah.
That's what they're going to shoot?
Can we just take a moment to say that Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics, you have officially now done something no one else has ever done on live stream before in 9th edition, and that is use Dark Reapers. So can we all just give Steve a round of applause?
What if he straight up kills 3 Paladins?
Do you have any words to say before you do this tremendous achievement?
Oh, only that. I'm probably the greatest Eldar player in existence.
And you are incredibly handsome.
And I am handsome.
You are.
And if there's a John Wick of 40k, it's me.
Yeah. You don't look like Keanu Reeves, though.
Don't need
That's
to.
the only problem.
It's more like the mindset.
Michael
you
looks
know?
more like
The
Keanu Reeves.
mindset of just getting lethal with pencils.
He does
got-
look like Keanu.
You give me a
Mr.
pencil and you're in
Costello.
danger.
Have you got a dog?
No, but I want one.
Hey, that's a
count?
sore
So
subject.
does John Wick.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
He got one though in the
Right.
second one, and then he gave away in the third one.
Here we go. Are you ready?
I've never been more ready. If you go to camera 2, so we can also look at these fantastic Warrior Workshop done Dark
Click 'em out.
Reapers.
So the Dark Reapers, yeah, banging 10 shots straight into those
Get that
Paladins.
dice cam on.
Here we go.
Now
Let's
I've
see
got inaccessible accuracy
Beautiful.
or inescapable. I think
Okay.
it's inescapable. I get +1 to wound
Oh, that's unfortunate for me.
each time this dark. Only the X-Arc model though. Okay, so I'll do him with
And they ignore depth, don't they?
2 black dice. Yeah, and he hits on 2s as well, and I ignore dents. Yeah,
Oh wow!
Okay.
but I am -1 because I've moved.
Okay, so on 3s.
Yeah, that's why they're absolute hot garbage.
Well,
Hey, no, they're not.
glad you can also ignore dents then. That's a helpful thing to have.
But I can re-roll this miss because I'm Beltan, and I can re-roll this 1 because I'm within... Oh, they all hit.
Well, that's pretty good.
That was good. Cool.
And
That was
Stephen
a
Box
lot.
has become the first person on stream to hit with all Dark Reaper shots. Everyone round of applause.
So I'm strength 5,
Okay.
and so that's 3s.
Yep.
And then the blacks get plus
On
1 to
two.
wound, so I'm wound on 2s. Okay. So
And these are AP.
AP2.
So I'm still on a 2-up save.
Great.
But each one of these kills one, is that right? Are they
They're
3
flat
damage?
3 on.
2 damage each.
2 damage
Wow.
each.
That
That is less scary than 3 damage.
And Chris has also just been the first person in 9th edition to take a shot from Dark Reapers. Everybody, round of applause.
Well, we can see why they're 150 points, can't we, everybody?
And somebody put
You
in
know
the
what you can get for 150 points?
What?
Gladiator Reaper.
You could.
I hear they're quite good.
Do
You should
you
have a
know
look at them.
Yeah.
the best comment in the chat about Dark Reapers is, I bet John Wick could kill something with Dark Reapers. He's
Not
the only
even-
man alive.
I'd have more chance at killing somebody with a Dark Reaper, I think, if I just threw it at it.
I think you'd have more chance of killing someone with a pencil than you would a Dark Reaper.
I think so.
So,
Yeah. Okay, so that was fun, everybody. So next up, we're
I
going to...
enjoyed that.
I bet you did,
I
yeah.
enjoyed it. And you know, it's a 2-player game. Your opponent's got to enjoy it as well.
your opponent's enjoyment is equally as important as your own.
Absolutely.
So next up, we're going to go with these fire dragons, and I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to bang all those fire dragons straight into...
Into the Dreadknight.
Yeah, but first, actually, let's go with these warp spiders all into those...
Chaps over
Let's
there.
get rid of those first, yeah. Now, these guys, I believe,
I've
they
never
actually get
seen
quite a
them.
lot of shots.
Are they over 12?
No, I'm in 12.
You're within 12.
Within 12, yeah.
Okay, so I don't get the light cover from the Tide Shadows.
Nah, because I've only got range 12.
That would make sense then. Yeah.
Yeah, that would, wouldn't it? They're assault D6. And they're blast. 1, 2, 3, 6. But I've got, because one of them's got a twin, basically it's 10 D6. 1, 2, 3,
Well, that
4,
way
5.
it doesn't matter that you dropped one then.
Well, exactly. Same with the
Avengers.
Dire Avengers, yeah.
The Dark Reapers,
Guy
definitely.
left. Blake just picked his gun up.
Oh, hang on a minute. One's gone. Well, that's quite a lot of shots, isn't it? Whew.
18, 20.
This is my
30.
number of shots, people.
Well, we had to make up for the Dark Reapers somehow. So
We did. With another... This unit's quite expensive.
46 shots.
223 points.
223 points.
How many shots is it?
46.
46 shots.
Do they auto hit?
That's 10. They don't auto hit, no.
Wow.
They're not flamers. Let's just get
There's
these.
another 10.
That's another 10. Cool. That's 5. That's another 10. So we're at 30.
35.
That's 5 there. We're at 40.
There you go.
It's 41.
42.
42. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not counting them out.
We're not counting.
We've got that many.
Yeah, that many. Lots.
Do you want me to put them in your hands? Please?
Load me up.
2-player game for a reason, this.
That's it.
What do you hit on?
Well, the X-Arc doesn't actually hit on anything better. I'm hitting on 3s.
Okay.
The 2s miss, sorry. And then I can re-roll 1, 2 though, because I'm Beltan.
Okay.
That's quite good, wasn't it?
I mean, it looks good.
And I'm strength 6.
So you're winning on 3s.
Yeah, and I'm AP 2.
So, I mean,
You're on a 5-up save.
I'm glad we rolled this out once.
Yeah.
But next time you shoot 5 guys out in the open,
Yeah.
we probably won't.
Cool.
Right.
And this is 6 damage each, okay?
6 damage each.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Charlie, who had come to watch the stream just because he saw Dark Reapers. Him, like
2,
us all,
4,
wondered
6,
why.
8. I'm not that far into it, but
1,
they
2,
do die.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5 they killed.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, no, they're now battle focused now.
Yeah, nice.
And because I'm Beltan, it's going to be a minimum of 3. 3.
Nice.
You did call it.
Just going to scooch back a bit,
Oh my god, he's right.
just to get within 3 of my Autark, all right?
Makes sense.
Okay, cool. That's nice. I like that a lot. Got a lot of time for that in my life. Now, the Autark now, he's also got a Reaper launcher, and he's going to wang that straight into... and I'll save him in case I need to finish off that thing. So we'll go next with the fire dragons. And the Exarch has got a different weapon. Okay. So I've got 8 regular shots, and then I've got another shot, okay?
Yeah,
and every hit is a wound here.
No.
1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Steve?
Yes, mate?
So we've just had someone in the chat say that warp spiders move 2d6 on their battle focus.
Oh, well, I don't want to go that far.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, I can go a bit further. 6. Cool.
Go wherever you want.
Just to touch on the objective then.
There you go.
Thank you very much. So this is my shots. I need to hit here. I've got 2 hit rolls on my special hits, and I don't know whether it's worth just banging that in now.
Well, what other impactful shooting are you likely to? You've still got the swooping hawks, don't you?
You got the Avatar.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have
4 up in one though, right?
Yes. If you're going to have a guaranteed hit, surely you want it on a fire pike than a.
You're right.
Whatever they've got.
Yeah, but I can always re-roll a dice.
It's true. Yeah.
And you reroll ones anyway.
And I re-roll ones anyway. So I'll roll the 8 shots first and see how I get on. Well, I'll keep 2 back, and I'll definitely keep the fire pike back. I can also spend a CP for exploding 6s, which means all of these 6s would then
Become, that's quite scary.
And your special dice would also explode as well.
Exactly. But I'm not going to... I think this should do it.
Yeah, I would have imagined so.
I would imagine so, with a unit of 9. Let's see what happens. Right, I've had 2 misses so far.
5 hits.
So what?
D6 plus.
I'll put both of those in as 6s. And I can reroll one of these.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
you
1
should
missed.
have. So they go straight through to the inland save, basically.
Yeah.
And these are D6 damage each. D6 plus 3 damage each.
Can I roll this one, the fire pike one, please?
Okay.
Just because he hits on a 2.
All right.
I reroll ones anyway.
Yeah.
He's already hit, yeah. So there's no... Yeah, so it keeps me a hit roll in the pocket.
That's what, 5 fails?
Yeah, that's D6 plus 4 damage.
Yeah, and then these are...
So if you want a CP reroll one, that's the one.
I'm not going to be trying
Okay.
to save this guy.
These are all plus 2s, D6 plus 2s.
So it's at least dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
These don't explode, so he's just dead. Could you
Pass him over?
launch him over? Thank you.
I certainly can.
Oh, take the battlefield with me. There we are. Let's finish that one.
Bang, and the Dreadknight's gone.
They'll then battle focus. Just 3.
Look at them.
Just want to get scooch back a bit,
Light.
basically. Behind the wall or behind the obscuring is the intent there. Right, okay. Next up, we've got the Swooping Hawks.
What are we shooting?
And I'm going to spend a CP here
Go on.
to get exploding 6s.
Right.
And they got full reroll hits.
And they've got full rerolls to hit.
And every 6 they roll to hit is going to be an auto wound.
Correct.
It's very good. And then they can, once they shot, they can teleport.
They can.
Where are they going?
I have no idea.
They've got range 24. So have I put you in range of that second? Yeah. So they're all going to shoot that second one, okay?
One at the back, yeah.
Because I don't want to shoot... I think it's pointless shooting these guys.
They're probably going to shrug it off.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
Is it 2 up saves regardless, so isn't it?
Everyone's got 2 up save.
So it's
What AP have you got?
0.
Oh, then everything you can see now 2 up save.
I'd put it into the paladins personally, just because then if you don't get, because all the 6s will then be easier to wound, because you'll be wounding the Dreadnought on 6s.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go into the paladins then, yeah. So what we're going to get here is 4 shots a model. So 1, 2, 3...
So you don't play shooting armies often, but when you do, you really want to roll all the dice.
7.
Quick game's a good
8.
game.
Yeah.
Unless Steve wants to play a shooting army, then we're here till midnight.
Yeah. Load me up.
Oh, with pleasure.
So hitting on 3s. I'm within 12. Is it model to model?
What for the?
Because I could have put them within 12 with the paladin.
Just assume you are.
Yeah.
Like
Because I'm gonna.
you
Because I'm obviously gonna battle focus anyway after I've shot.
Yeah, you just go anywhere.
That's yeah. So 6s also hit and.
But then explode. So the best way to do this is just Chris to get a dice and just note how many auto wounds there are, but then
So
keep
4
all
so
those dice
far.
in there.
Now, do I get greedy and pick them all up to re-roll them?
Yeah. Because it's banter.
It is banter, isn't it? It is banter. And I think for every, obviously, 6, I'm skipping a step of wounding.
Exactly.
Plus, it's also exploding.
Another 4 as well.
So it's 8 so far.
Yeah.
The 1s and 2s miss. So I just take those out and I just roll all these. Yep,
Of course, so the wound roll, yeah.
that's it. You've got
And
eight,
then 8 more wounds on top.
8 wounds on top, yeah. And I'm strength 4. Yep. Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. Okay, so all those plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Counting with Steve.
Counting with Steve.
Failed 2.
Cool. Good work, lads.
I'll,
What did you do?
I failed 2 saves.
Amazing.
It's okay, don't worry, I've got the Las Blaster, the Hawk's Talon, sorry, from the Sergeant. This is 4 shots, it's strength 5 minus 1, 1 AP.
Ah.
Exploding 6s. He hits on 2, so I may as well re-roll everything, get some 6s. Okay.
do you know what's better than whatever you just said and then the word 6s?
What's that?
Is Tattoo Tabletop gifting 10 Vanguard Tactics members.
Hey.
Legend. One absolute legend.
I'm sorry I missed you, James.
So I just roll
And
those
I
two.
miss you.
Yeah.
I miss you too.
And then I've got
Kiss.
2 more on top.
Kobe misses you.
Mwah.
3 saves, please. Oh, yes, I kill a guy.
You killed the paladin.
I killed a paladin, everybody. I killed a paladin. There we go. Then I've just got my Reaper launcher from my sergeant. It's going to pop 2 shots in as well. He's fancying just the 1 shot, I think. He hits and he wounds. Now this is going to be flat damage 3, but you don't care.
And we don't care.
We don't care. Doot, doot, doot.
I love that rule. I actually hate it, but I thought I'd say I love it just because I like watching it.
If I go over here, does that put me in trouble? Means you could charge me. Don't know how I fancy getting charged, because you would move 12, wouldn't you?
12 and then charge. Yeah.
And then if I'm an inch away from the wall, you're still like, that puts you to there. And then you'd need to the wall is like 7 to the wall.
Yeah.
So you'd be within 8, you need like a 7 on the dice. Don't know if I fancy that. I might just play it a bit cautious and a bit cagey for a bit, you know. Go over it.
I've just said to James, if he comes to LGT, I'll show him my culture of England, which is Nando's.
That's a very English thing, Jake.
Oh, it's
You know
not.
what
It's
Nando's
actually not.
do you know where Nando's is
Huh?
from now?
It's Portugal, isn't it?
It's not.
Where?
South Africa.
Is it?
It is. And they have drive-through Nando's in South Africa.
What?
It's literally incredible.
Okay, right. Steve, I may need the next few weeks off. I'm going to go venture to South Africa.
I'll go to South Africa with you.
Drive through Nando's.
So inch away
Jake,
from
you
the
need a
wall,
car
there's
for
my intent. I'm surrounding
Yeah,
myself
so I'm
with
gonna
fire
have to do
dragons.
something
I'll
That's it,
find
yeah.
a car.
quite impressive to get
I'll
there.
pay the
Yeah.
taxi.
Okay, so now we're into the best ranged gun of the night.
Oh, you're not done shooting yet?
No, I got the I got the spear from the Avatar.
Right, what's he going to
Straight into that paladin right in front of him. He's hit.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? He's wounded. This is lots of AP. This will be straight on your in run.
How many AP?
Oh,
Because
Lots and lots and lots.
there's going to need to be lots.
I think it's AP 4.
I want to 0 up.
So it'll still be on your inbound.
Still be on a... Yeah.
It's AP 4.
Zero.
Minus
0 up,
4
so
is 4.
Minus 4 is 4, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saved. It's not on my invite because my invite's 5.
Oh, okay. Who's got a 5 involved? Oh, the Terminators.
Terminators, yeah.
Whatever. You took a massive Avatar spear to the face and you were like,
And do you know what's better than taking a massive Avatar spear to the face?
super chat.
A $10 super chat. Started Core Demons for heavy support. Would you use started Core Demons for heavy support? Would you use Soul Grinder or Skull Cannon, or if neither, what would you suggest? So basically, what would you add? Ideally, a heavy support. What would you add as heavy support to a Khorne army? If you don't want to add a heavy support, what would you have?
Does a Bloodthirster count as heavy support?
So I've just started Demons.
That is pretty
and I
heavy.
didn't even look at heavy support. I just took Greater
So
Demons.
Skull Cannons are supposed to be quite good,
But they're not bloodthirsters.
but they're
are
not
they?
flesh hounds, are they?
I mean, it might be worth just having one just to sit on your back foot objective and contribute. It depends on the points of them.
I probably wouldn't bother.
Nah, I wouldn't bother. No.
If you're going to do anything, maybe Soul Grinders, because they contribute more than one phase, but I would probably just look elsewhere on the list.
More Bloodthirsters.
Stick another Great Demon in.
I think you want Phase Cap, and I think you want Scarbrand, Skull Taker, and then I think if you're going pure Khorne, right?
You can run
Can you put
three. You can run in a Khorne army 3 Bloodthirsters, one with a phase cap, and Scar. You can run Scarbrand as well. And
Can
you can
Be'lakor go in?
No, but you could run 40 Bloodletters and Skull Taker, and that's exactly 2,000 points.
Yeah, nice. That sounds good.
You're going to charge me now?
Yeah, Banshees into both. Do you want to Overwatch?
I can't.
You're right, you
But that's the thing Banshees do.
You're right.
It's my special favourite thing.
You
Banshees
can't.
do.
I've rolled a 4 and a 9. And I'm charging obviously both units here, okay? One unit there, one model here. Where's Crow?
He is behind this wall.
And he's got a 6-inch heroic.
6-inch heroic.
Cool,
so
so
just, as long as you stay
outside.
that side, you should.
Oh no. Just bashed a sword off. Good job that's not a siege model. One of my own. Cool. Now the Avatar, I'm just going to auto do his charge with the 6 I've already got, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll go into both units, all right? 2. So I'm just going to go to there to engage both units with an inch. Okay, so.
Okay, let's go.
Well, you're fighting last with both units, so you can't interrupt. So that means I will go with said Avatar first.
Yeah?
Yeah, go with the Avatar first, and I'm going to put all of his attacks into your Grand
Master.
Master. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So
I'm going to use my once per game 3-up in one.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
right,
Because I think if I don't, I won't use it at all.
cool. So I've got 7 attacks.
You hit me on 2s.
Yeah,
Splitting 6s, 4 rerolls. Are we done with that? Are we done with that for the moment? Okay.
we're done with that.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. That's good. That's good. Average.
6 hits.
What do you mean on 3s, I would imagine, unless you're... I mean, you're probably like strength enormous, aren't you?
I'm strength 14.
I must be 2s then, because I'm not toughness 8.
I could CP reroll that one. No, I'll save my CP.
Yeah, I'm only
You're
2.
T6, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm only T6. Yeah.
So twos.
some 2s.
Cool. 6 invuln saves, please.
3 ups. How much damage do you do with these?
Quite a lot. We're on, it's D6 plus 2.
D6 plus.
So loads of 1s and 2s here, please, Chris. That'd be great.
D6 plus 2.
Believe yourself with like 1 wound remaining. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Is that what you want? Is
Like
it?
one
Just
or-
so you can finish it off with the Banshees? Yeah?
Correct.
Well, I better do this one at a time then if I'm going to be doing...
Sure. That's a fail. Do you want to CP reroll it?
not the first one.
This
no.
is why, guys, you need to slow roll your saves.
Yes, because if I like just rolled these on, I only failed once. Well, obviously I'm not going to, but
Yeah.
like in my mind, I think I re-roll the second one unless I've got
Yeah.
those left. So
It's
I
going
will,
well.
I will CP re-roll that one.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So 3 have
So
gone through.
3 have gone through. Yeah.
Okay.
D6 so it's 6 plus.
And again, I'll slow roll these in case I want to reroll any of the damages. All right.
Yeah.
So the first one is 5.
Yep.
How many wounds have you got?
I start on 13, I believe. Yep, 13. So I've got 8 left. I've got 3 left. Can't now not kill me, can you?
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Okay. So he's dead.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend my last 2 CP.
I know, fart and death.
Fight on death, yeah. Into the Banshees.
Oh, he's done his classic Steve noise.
I didn't want to happen.
Well, that's really unfortunate.
What an epic shot.
Like,
Keep
go
it
back to
there,
that
keep
shot.
It there.
Yeah, look
I
at
wanna
that shot.
see. I want to see the Avatar.
And this is the sort of power you get when you've got a Siege Studios painted avatar. Just
Yeah.
slaps.
Look at this shot as well. Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, he's got back.
it's like the double.
We've got the 2, the 1, the 2,
The 1-2.
the 1, 2, 1, 2.
No, so that was
Oh.
the Avatar looking at him, and now
Banshee
it's,
-1
there we
take.
go.
Yeah.
So
Now get that dice cam up. I want to see. I want to see this. I want to look at this as Chris proceeds to smack the Avatar.
No,
No,
the Banshees.
he's killing the Banshees, so
Oh,
the
which is
Banshees
the good
can't
thing.
kill the Paladins.
He's dropped a few. He hasn't dropped a few there.
5 up invuns here. I
Yeah,
think I
straight
could probably lose the unit. Damage 2?
Damage 2, yeah.
Yeah, so the sergeant has got 3 wounds, but this could be bad.
Oh, no, you
Okay.
only lost 3.
You've lost 3.
Okay.
Not
1,
bad.
2, 3. I'll keep 1 in combat, and then she can pile in and have some attacks. It's not going to be enough to
Oh
kill
no,
the
he
paladins.
took Topiary with him.
I've
Hey,
got flock all
what's
over
she
the
looking
floor.
at?
Sorry, mate.
What's she looking at?
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
Pile in, get within half an inch of half an inch, bang some attacks in.
Yeah, into the paladin.
So 5. I was going to spend exploding 6s here, but I don't really think it's worth it.
So your AP is 3 on these, so yeah, I mean,
What, you want a 1-up save here?
1 up save currently, yeah.
She's flat 2 damage, and I do have an automatic 6. But no a reroll to hit.
Things, are you going to kill the unit with that?
No.
No, so you're still going to get slapped back by the sergeant, who's probably going to finish them off.
You're probably right, actually. And I've got 1 CP, meaning if next turn I'll go for 2 CPs for an interrupt.
Yeah.
Probably more useful. So I'm just going to roll a load of 6s.
That, I mean, that's
And I'll put 1 hit
a winning
in.
strategy.
I'll put 1 hit in anyway,
Yeah.
because I've got it to use.
Big
Cool.
T6s, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Not that 6s do anything, because I didn't spend the stratagem. And then wounding on... I get +1 to wound. Strength 4, so 2 fail.
Yeah,
Did I miss with 1?
I think you
Yeah,
might-
I must have missed with 1, because I got
If
these
you've
in my
got it in
hand.
hand, you must
Because I
have
can
it,
reroll a
yeah.
hit roll. Hits, wounds. Cool.
Yeah.
That many saves, mate. These are flat 2 damage each.
1 up save -3.
Yeah.
So 4 fails. 2 dead.
Yep. And then I've got the last girl left.
Oh,
she's
dear.
got she's single attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound. Just 1 damage. You're okay. So how many paladins did I kill? 3 in total?
3 across the turn.
Because 1
yeah.
from shooting, right?
1 from shooting and then 2 in combat.
And who would you like to attack? The Banshees or the Avatar?
The Avatar's got some pretty good damage ignoring, doesn't he? Half damage, is it?
Half damage, 4 up invuln. Banshees are on a 5 up. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we'll just finish off the Banshees.
yeah.
So I need them separately because they've got different weapons. The Sergeant, we'll start with him because he's got a big old demon
Did you want
hammer.
to pile in any models?
Yeah, sorry, we will just
That's
come
all right.
on to...
And this is the important thing because now, obviously, if you kill the Banshees, you'll take the objective. So you'll get the bigger point on the primary.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
'cause
that's why you
could
want
be
to kill the
a fair one.
Banshees, not the
Yeah.
Avatar. Because you won't kill the
I
Avatar.
won't kill the Avatar.
And I'll get the objective, meaning it will
Exactly.
take 4 points off you.
So these should hit on 2s, but they actually hit on 3s because he's -1 to hit from his hammer.
Yep.
It'd be really helpful if that was all in one place on a new profile. And you didn't have to remember modifiers, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would be,
That'd be really good,
that'd
wouldn't
be
it?
really good, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
get anything special for this. Winning on 2s. They're 3 damage apiece. So.
5 ups.
Squad.
3 damage each, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. They're dead. Cool. That takes the objective for you. Nice.
Look at that shot, Jake.
He's like, yes! Grandmaster, you
So
champ.
give me Nando's now.
I feel like I have
Nando's.
less Dreadknights than I started with.
Definitely got less
Got back
Dreadknights, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did put 1
back
straight
then.
in Fire Dragon range.
I did,
That
but
was
I
an
traded it for 5 points. So I think I'm still okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Points for prizes, mate.
Points mean prizes.
Okay, so at the end of that, do the Paladins need a morale check?
Leadership 9, I've lost 3, so I can't fail.
You can't fail it, okay.
Amazing.
All right, so at the end of that, mate, it's your turn.
So,
So-
what,
How many
did,
points you scored?
what did you score, Steve?
Well, I scored 3 points on my home objective.
Very good.
I scored 1 point on killing a unit in the shooting phase.
Very handsome.
It's like 1 or another point if you killed someone in combat,
Amazing.
or just 4.
All 4.
It's
wow.
like it's like all or nothing.
It's not
secondary.
5 points for just killing something.
It's
though,
no.
is it?
Well, you say that, but you also scored 5 points
Oh, no more than
for just killing something.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I
So
got
you killed a unit of 5 guys for 2 points,
yeah,
and a character
yeah.
for 3 points. 5 points for assassinate. 5
I-
points for
a ball.
a paw.
A ball, yeah.
Yes.
So I bore
ball
the witch.
5 points.
5 points on a ball.
So, Chris, start your turn. You're going to get the big 12, aren't you?
I'm getting the big 12. I never get the big 12. I feel good about having the big 12.
You're
right
big
now.
12. Who's the big 12?
I'm the big 12.
Exactly.
Chris is the big 12. I'm going to go and use the bathroom and urinate or whatever. You know.
Whoa,
So-
whoa,
whoa. Sorry.
Keep the mic on.
Potty mouth here.
Urination is fine. That's an okay word to use. People need to do it. It's biology.
Indeed.
Is it biology?
Can someone bring me a cup of tea on the way?
Chemistry.
Anyway,
Yeah.
before we get into a science lesson, we're going to go to the top down. I'm going to mute both Steve and Chris. There we go.
All right. Hello, Jake.
Chris is having a meltdown. As
He's
Kobe's
having a bit of a meltdown.
Kobe's just informed him regarding the teabag situation.
Yeah.
Terrible news for me.
Yeah.
He's stressing now.
I don't know how I'm going to continue the game
He's crying.
without a hard-time cup of tea.
He's crying. So, anyway, we're gonna let them discuss that. And while they discuss that, we're going to talk about. Obviously we have a bit of a topic per player turn currently.
Yeah.
So the next one we're going to talk about is Siege Studios. Now, obviously, it's a bit funny because obviously Steve has decided to go to the bathroom during this bit. But basically, if anyone does not know what Siege Studio is Siege Studios basically provide top quality painting commission service for all types of players. So if you're looking at getting a single miniature, which I am still need to sort with Siege to do mine. So obviously you've got a single miniature, you've got, you could do a unit or like a kill team patrol, anything like that, or even a whole army. Siege Studios have you covered with fantastic different painting services for any level. Obviously what we're showing off today is a bit of a mix as Siege's work. So obviously the Avatar of Khaine is painted using their sort of normal standard, as we would like to call it here, the fantastic standard with all the extras done.
Yep.
And a lot of the other miniatures on this table, mainly the Sweeping Hawks, the Warp Spiders, Dire Avengers, Shining Spears, all of that, have all been painted using their new service called the Warrior Workshop, which when Steve is back and hopefully has washed his hands,
I hope so.
We can discuss with. Siege Studios also do a plethora of other things such as merchandise, but also online courses. So if you wanted to up your painting and you didn't want to necessarily get someone else do it for you, they do offer online painting courses to help you up your painting game. So really something for everyone there. I have the pleasure of knowing James and Joe from Siege Studios, and they are both fantastic people and run a fantastic service. So now Steve's back, I'm just going to quickly unmute him and we're going to talk to him a bit about Warrior Workshop. So Steve, you're back. Did you wash your hands?
I did.
Okay. So, Steve, something I want to know about Warrior Workshop is, if you go on camera one, something I want to know about Warrior Workshop is basically a few things. So, what is the gist of Warrior Workshop? What is, if you were to describe to someone that didn't know anything about they know about Siege Studios, but they don't know about this new product?
Yeah, so I think Siege's obviously been such a fantastic reputation for that kind of box art style in terms of just amazingly quality painted miniatures. But obviously there's a huge demand for just getting miniatures a little bit faster than obviously the time it takes to paint a model to that level. Also maybe a little bit more affordable as well, because the amount of hours that need to go into painting a model to box art, it's a tremendous amount of hours.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm working on quite a large model myself at the moment.
I know we have spoken about it. I'm quite looking forward to seeing it done.
And I've probably already put in a good 8 hours into this model.
And if you were to think,
and I'm nowhere near it finished.
If you were to think as well, like the average sort of pay, wise to do that, if you look at, an average job pays anywhere between £12 to £11 an hour, that's nearly £100 worth of hours that you've already put in.
Oh yeah, not only that though, it's coming from a place where it takes a huge amount of skill.
But this is
an artist, right?
This is my point. Is so all those extras. So having this affordable service is fantastic, especially for the more competitive people out there, or even people that just don't have time. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're time poor, or you just don't have the skill set to do it, or you literally don't want the stress of it, then it's a fantastic option.
We just like owning something that's nice. I've got at best mixed results from my painting, but I love this army because someone else did it for me.
And it looks beautiful.
And it looks beautiful. And you feel proud putting it on the table.
Yeah.
As opposed to sometimes with my own stuff, I'm like,
yeah,
sorry about this one.
Sorry. It's like, I really, that you can buy a nice watch, right?
Yeah.
And you get that same sense of, you buy a nice watch for many different reasons. It's not to tell the time, because your phone will tell the time, and you'll probably check your phone even more so than even if you had a nice watch.
No, but it's more of a accessory. It's something that makes you feel good. It makes you feel that upper upper echelon.
It's a value piece.
So something I want to know specifically regarding this exact commission that you had done from Warrior Workshop. is what is actually your favourite thing you had done from all of this? So obviously you got basically most of one of every aspect done.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick sort of one unit, what would be your favourite and stop gaming?
I think obviously the Avatar, the Incarn are both incredible. They were done through Siege. I think my favourites though, it's really hard. I like the Dire Avengers. They got different sort of plumes and squad markings. I think it's the Warp Spiders actually.
I was going to say the Warp Spiders are quite neat, and I do like the Sweeping Hawks as well.
They're so hard to paint. That was the other thing why I'm not sorry, Siege, but I did send you all this because I didn't want to paint Swooping Hawks.
But that's even more of a reason, right? You know, if you don't want to paint the models.
I painted the models that I felt I had a skill set to paint, and I didn't paint the ones that I didn't.
Yeah, which it makes a lot of sense, and again, it gives you even more of an emphasis on why you should be using that service.
Yeah.
If you were to get more done for this, or even get a different project done for Warrior Workshop, what would you be looking at for you personally?
Yeah, so the next army we're looking at is Sisters.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you will not be having it. Okay, Jake?
But you broke a lot of it as well. Right. So, I remember Gibraltar. I think a lot of people remember Gibraltar. Mr. Stephen Box throwing sacrosancts around like they're going out of fashion.
I've blanked out that one.
And then another thing as well is when it came to expectation-wise, so obviously you're used to Siege's normal work as we've sort of noted.
Mm-hmm.
What did it meet the expectation that you had in your mind, or do you feel actually above and beyond your expectation, would you say?
I mean, I think that the issue is with Siege that you already have that massive expectation of what's going to be like.
Of course. Well, if you look at the Avatar and a lot of other things.
Although I know I wasn't getting such... Go on.
I'll say, every time I see it out of the... It's not on the table right now, but the Be'lakor over there,
yeah.
Every time I walk past it, I still stop and like, that's cool.
Well, and the same for the Tau army, right? But
I know how much you love Tau.
I do love my Tau.
Especially Farsight.
Yeah, I was, just... Yeah, so overwhelmed when I opened the box actually. So
amazing.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I think that's a testament to their reputation and the quality they provide. So obviously, if anybody wants to check them out, obviously links are in the description for C Studio and Warrior Workshop, and we do all highly recommend.
So all that being said, Chris, what have you done?
Right. Well, quite similar to what I did previously. I buffed up the Dreadknight and threw him away to go get some more points. He's come over here now.
Mm-hmm.
We faff around with it, but what I'm trying to do here is be the same distance from the Dark Reapers and the Scorpions, just so that when it comes time to do some smiting, I've got a choice.
You got options.
I got options. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. The behind the tree over there, just snuck in, is Martin the Mortal Wound Bomb Librarian.
Get that one, Martin Kobe.
Again, he's just popped in. He's going to have a bit of fun. He's going to throw some mortal wounds around.
And the Dark Reapers are looking sitting pretty right there, aren't they?
They're looking like they're
lurking.
Peekaboo.
Possibly in trouble this time.
You were looking at them Dark Reapers thinking, wow, not only do they have slightly Lego-based heads, but you will also look at them that they are fearful. You were scared. I could see it in your eyes.
I mean, I see them, and what I see is 5 victory points waiting for me to just pick them up and put them away.
Yeah. And going, do you know what, Steve? I'll have those 150 points of yours, and I'll take them straight off the table.
Get rid of them.
Just
get rid of
please
them.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
In the centre here, Dreadknight's moved up. Castle and Crows jumped through the wall like a Kool-Aid man. The Tech Marine's the other side of the wall there. Now, he's not quite close enough to the centre of the board to do the action. I tried, but Crow is. So I need to do it 3 times in the game. So
that's the point.
Yeah, to max it out. He may do it this turn. It depends how the other psychic powers go.
Sure.
Because he also chucks out a reasonable number of mortal wounds.
Purifying Flame is his friend.
Pretty special, yeah.
All right then, where are you going to start?
Finally, just one more unit. Just jump down behind the trees over there. They've learned lessons from the last one. They're going to stand behind the cover.
Yeah, get that one. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
George, you're doing all right with those cameras, actually.
Yeah, it's good. It's better than I am. I get excited reading the chat and just forget about all the buttons to
You
change
do.
the cameras.
You do.
And you wave at me and gesticulate for different numbers.
There are, I think, 100 buttons on that switcher, so you're doing a good job, George, mate. And chat, if you're enjoying the game, enjoying the production, do please let us know. Cobe stepped up. He's on the camera now. He's not just a scoreboard man anymore. He's now a camera man.
This is Kobe Cam right now.
Kobe Cam right now. He's on cameras. He's doing scores. He's doing rules.
It's not just a pretty face.
And next week, he's actually going to be getting stepped up to commentary.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
What are we playing next week? Do we know what we're playing next week?
It's me
Is it
versus Michael
Yeah.
playing Emperor's Children versus Tau.
Okay.
Farsight.
And I'm on holiday.
Oh,
So we all had a
Where we
week
going?
off. So
It's Amy's birthday. We're going to Cornwall for a couple of days.
oh, very nice.
That
How
happens to fall over a
basic.
Wednesday.
How basic is that?
Hey,
Going to St. Ives, it's going to be nice.
if Keanu Reeves is basic, Amy, everything's basic at this point, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right.
But I'm actually glad Amy didn't want to go and see John Wick with me because we all got to go as a group and we haven't done that.
So stop rubbing in this.
Except poor Seb, yeah.
Sorry, Seb. You were invited.
He was invited.
He was
I
invited.
said, no, it wasn't.
no, I wasn't.
He
He was invited.
But we went out as a group and it was great, wasn't it? And I think we should do that more often as a team.
Oh,
Go out,
Steve-
cinema
yeah.
nights, food
Well, I want
nights.
to go see Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm keen. Let's do it.
Okay, before we go any further, and
some
obviously
power behind that
let's
system.
start the psychic phase off strong. But
With-
Steve, you did message me going with a bit of a different idea for the next meetup rather than a movie night, I
Did
think.
have a different idea,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, Kobe Cam rocks.
It does
Hey.
rock. There we go.
Love it.
Good job, Lee.
Well
Sorry,
done.
more Windsor, you know.
Go on then. Treat
Right.
yourself.
And Steve's
We'll
hot.
start with this chap here.
Yeah. What's his name?
This is just generic Dreadknight number 2.
Well, the guns
He's
are
wearing
out.
a helmet, so he doesn't get a name.
Jeremy, generic Dreadknight.
Exactly.
Okay, go on then.
He is going to smite and he's going to put it into the Draco Scorpions here.
Wow. Wow, go on then.
Goes off.
Just.
Well, you don't want to use the good smites up early. So
Yeah.
As it gets more difficult, you want to
One.
level up the cast. One
Cool.
mortal wound, one dead.
Yeah, I'll take it away from the closest model. So now the closest model is the...
It is a dope. So he only has one cast. So,
Great.
So that's
good to hear.
Yeah, but-
okay.
Do you know how many casts I've got?
Less than one.
Yeah, you're right. 100% less.
100% less. Yeah. I suppose it's an infinite amount less. I'm going to do another smite, I think, and it'll be from the other Dreadknight.
All right, yeah. And that's going to be into the Avatar.
It is into the Avatar. That's unfortunate.
That's not those big rolls you were asking for, is it?
No, but you know we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Next up, we'll do Martin.
Okay.
So he's got 2 casts because he's a proper librarian.
Yep.
The first one is just going to be the smite,
Okay.
which will have to be into the Dark Reapers.
Right, do you want to spend any stratagems at this point?
No. So I do have the option to maybe cast an extra power or make them better to go off.
Yeah. And those aren't for the phase, it's just for that power.
Just for that power.
Cool,
yeah.
carry on. 6.
So 6 does go off.
Just.
Just.
Oh,
So this is going to be D3 plus 1.
wow.
3 mortals?
Is this awesome mortal wound friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 of those precious Dark Reapers gone.
And Chris, you're the first person to take Dark Reapers off the table, so congratulations.
Not a first night, yeah.
They're not dead yet.
They're on the camera right now.
So next up, I'm going to do Vortex of Doom, and I'm going to cast that on the Warp Spiders, because that's a unit, not the closest unit.
Ooh.
This is the important one. That'll go off.
That's a shame.
So
That is a big shame.
the Vortex of Doom will do 2d3 plus 1 mortals to the unit, and then every unit of yours within 3 inches
Yeah.
will also take a mortal wound.
You're joking me.
Now, importantly, the splash damage does not get the additional mortal, because that would be frankly ludicrous.
Right, so they're outside. Azerman's outside. Autarch's in. And then Fire Dragons and...
Exactly. So everything that's not them will take 1, and the Warp Spiders will take 2, 3, 4 mortals.
4 mortals.
Not much. Not much.
That's 4 models.
Well, you know, that's...
4
That's
precious
massive.
Warrior Workshop painted C Studio TM
So-
models.
I'm going to get rid of my Sergeant because that's 3 wounds.
Yeah.
And then I'll get rid of another guy because that's just 4 then. All right. And then I've got to get rid of... I've got a 5 plus 4 no pain on the Hawks.
You do, yeah.
Ha-ha!
They love that.
And then the Autarch...
You're alright.
Kobe's laughing over there.
There's no respect,
Yeah, 'cause
is there?
You just sound like Mickey Mouse, mate.
I was doing my hawk noise. Fire Dragons. I don't really want to take a wound on the Exarch, but it might be worth just keeping an Exarch alive. Nah, I'll get rid of Fire Dragon.
At what point are you going to need 9 instead of 8?
When they auto hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris? You know, we might not be friends, but you're not wrong in this equation, okay?
No, we are purely lovers.
Well, it's true. I was there.
He's not wrong. We did get
we
married,
did get married in Vegas.
and there was a picture to prove it. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
the witness.
I'm pretty sure my girlfriend got
Dumped
rid of
you?
me over it. Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't blame her either.
Stephen, just go for the jugular. I
Look how-
don't you. Like,
But look how beautiful I am. Come on.
you are handsome,
Oh, I mean,
Steve.
I would, yeah.
It was an upgrade.
You are handsome, Steve. I'll give you that.
The Tech Marine is going to cast Warp Shaping. He's going to change the tide. So we're now in the Tide of Mortal Wounds.
Great. That's my favourite one.
It's got a better name. I think it's called the Tide of Convergence, maybe.
It's called the Tide of Convergence.
But I've never heard it referred to as anything other than Tide
It's
of
called the
Mortal
Tide
Wounds.
of Chris.
Tide of Chris.
It's called the
Chris
Handsome
Tide.
The Castle and Crow. He's gonna purify.
Why are you
flame.
laughing at me?
Are you a curd virgin, Mackenzie?
Oh, I don't think that goes off.
We need like an out of context Steve box. It's just randomly you laughing to yourself.
Sorry, everybody.
So,
I was speaking to one of our students yesterday on one of our mentoring calls, and he was
And I
like,
hope you did not say it
No.
to him.
he was like, when I'm watching back home, it's like he's here.
Yeah.
It's great that we've got that kind of sense of like people feel like the chat, even at home, you feel like you're here in the room. And most of them actually are here. All of our, 6 subscribers, 4 of them are in the room, and Michael's at home. So
excellent.
yeah, there we go.
So,
Disgusting.
Cleansing Flame goes off on a 5.
Right.
However,
You're on a 4.
but
You get +1?
I do with Castle and Crow because he's just that much of a bowler.
Sure.
So that is, I believe, 6 mortals to the Avatar.
Oh yeah, because it's 3 plus D3, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So 6 mortal wounds to the Avatar. Remind me, isn't the Avatar a demon?
I don't know if he has the keyword.
I think he does.
He does. I
think he does.
So what does that mean?
Absolutely nothing in this instance.
Oh,
But,
great.
But, thematically, it's very on brand.
Well, I've got 14 wounds, so
Down
minus
to
6.
Then away. Good start.
And thus, Castling Crow, Spider-Man,
Brilliant,
Avatar
isn't it?
Khaine.
Look at that shot, though. Huzzah!
I mean, he's
I
going
love how Crow's facing the wrong way. They're
on the same team.
The camera's
wait.
that way. It's like,
Avatar.
I think the only psychic power I've still got to do are the paladins.
Go on then.
A choice here. I can either smite,
Yeah.
but I think this will be my 4th smite. So I'm going to go for the +1 armor save again.
Good shout.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
Just as well.
You definitely would have held it.
I think that goes off, but I'll just double check. Armor
Oh.
resilience. No, it goes off on a 6, so that failed.
That is really unfortunate.
So
Yeah.
they're just on their normal saves.
Just on their normal ones, yeah.
We better do some shooting then.
Probably.
The Stormbolter on the
Dark
guy.
Reapers.
The Dark Reapers, yeah.
So what, to get you 5 points? Can you imagine? Can
Well,
you?
this guy can finish it off.
You could finish it off, yeah.
But ideally, I want to be able to maybe kill 2 things.
All right, get greedy. I like it.
Get creative.
I don't get any
Get
special
creative.
explosions here. Have you got what's the toughness on these guys?
That's a good question,
Because
actually.
literally nobody has ever shot at a Dark Reaper before. So
Nobody even knows.
And Stephen Box, you've just become the first person to check the stat line of Dark Reaper in a game.
Toughness 3, everybody. They are toughness 3. Yeah.
that'll be 3. So 2 wounds.
2
no
wounds.
OD, it's just a Stormbolter.
But I do get a 3+ armor save.
Ooh.
How
I mean, that's pretty
impressive.
good then.
Anything but a 1 or 2, gentlemen.
That's what 3+ means.
You did just say a 1 or a 2.
I said anything but a 1 or a 2, and that's exactly what I was given. So, he's dead. Oh, that's the Exarch. I need to keep him. He's dead. And then that means he's going to have to take a wound. And I get an extra wound because I'm an Exarch. I've got 2 wounds, so 3 wounds down to 2.
Can you
That's
turn him
some
around,
dice.
Steve?
We need to look at him.
Where?
Turn around.
People need to know what these models actually are.
Yeah, that's going on Kobe Cam, obviously, because that's the closest
It's
camera.
on Kobe Cam. So
Do you know what I completely forgot to do? I forgot to, because I was busy making you a coffee.
We are waiting for
That'd
Cam
be pretty
3.
good of you.
It's on.
I forgot to have a CP, and I also
He was
forgot to,
focusing.
Oh.
forgot to roll my fate dice.
He looks like a baller.
I'm surprised anyone knows what he is.
Turn around.
So yeah, question to
Every
chat. What
now
is this model?
If you had to identify this model,
If you had to identify this model, what would it be?
but we're discussing, we're talking to the chat, Steve.
Ah.
It's okay. We're trying to get
How many
people
wins
to
does
see
the
what this
Exarch on
model is.
one
Hang on, I want that 5. Do I want an advance? I'll keep the advance. Sorry, mate, I've got 3 wounds on the Exarch over there.
have? 3 wins on that one. Okay.
Yeah. All the little, basically X arcs, 3 wounds
3
each.
wounds across the board, yeah. Okay.
Apart from the one on the bikes, he's got on a bike.
He's got an X.
He's on a bike.
Yeah. Well, this has actually been a bit awkward now because
Oh,
I want to split my fire here.
go on then.
Right, this guy is going to shoot his heavy side cannon at him,
Oh, bold move, Cotton.
and his Gatling silencer over here.
Wow.
Any negative hits on these ones?
No, but I could spend a CP and make him -1 to hit.
Oh, well, would you like to do that? I'm in on 2s currently, because this is the one from the Tech Marine buffed up.
Of course it is, isn't it?
Well, it'd be pretty stupid to buff the other one and leave him over there, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know, you could go and charge the Avatar.
I mean, you might well do that anyway.
He probably is going to do that. I'm not going to bother, I don't think. I think I'll just
It's
leave.
probably not worth it.
Yeah.
We'll do the heavy side cannon first. 5 hits. 2s. 82, 2 damage apiece.
Easy. 5 up saves.
Smash them all out.
Watch this.
I mean, you made some.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's my 5 points.
this is Mambo number 5. The Dark Reapers are leaving the table, yet to come back.
Whatever happened to the 1 to 4?
All hits on your scorpions.
Don't tell me the Scorpions aren't even going to see combat.
They're tougher, aren't they?
They are... No, they
Are
are...
they
It's the
T3?
Fire Dragons are T4. These are T3, and they're on a 3-up save, so on a 2-up save, because I'm in cover.
Wow. Well, that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
That is. And you don't want to see those, Chris, do you?
I mean, ideally not, but I'd like to leave you some toys to play with.
So I've got 2 saves in the pocket, so I'll roll 1.
Humble as always.
Cool, definitely rolled a 1.
Yeah, all right.
Anything but a 1!
What's the leadership, by the way?
Probably not.
Is it going to be relevant?
Probably not great. Cool. Cool. 1 dead.
2 dead. Maybe 1.
You're AP 1.
Look at the size of it.
Look, Chris. Just because it's big doesn't mean it's any good. All right.
I have
Where have I heard that
been
before?
told that before, yeah.
I just had a flashback to Vegas.
With your fight, you said they were behind the wall, didn't they?
What's this, mate?
The fire dragons, are they behind the wall or are they actually that side of the wall?
So I've got basically the unit here, and then these 2 are just tucking behind the wall.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if you said the whole unit. So the guys who dropped in will Stormbolter at them.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Do I spend a CP? No, I'll keep my 2 CPs, thanks. Because you're firing through the dents?
I
No,
am,
you're
yeah.
in the dents, you're okay.
Of course I am, yes.
Yeah, you're in the dents. You are dense.
I am there. I have been told that as well.
Yeah.
They are tougher, aren't they? Well,
Okay. 2-up save then on a person in cover, and I'm fine.
all right then. Okay,
All
well
right.
that happened. I don't think these ones have any targets
Nope.
because you've hidden everyone. So thus ends the shooting phase.
Charges?
Oh yes.
Go on then.
Castle and Crow.
Go on, Crow.
He's in.
He's in to the Avatar.
The Dreadknight.
Dreadknight, he's in.
He's in as well.
That's good, isn't it? I bet you feel really good about that, Chris, don't you? That you've made all your charges. Do you want to charge over here?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Don't think you can make that one anymore. You've definitely
I think you've killed
far too many.
strategically the ones out.
Oh no,
I suppose it
actually,
would be-
you're within 11, so you need a 10 on the dice if you wanted to charge those 2.
Well, they've not got a bunch of fire pipes, so there's no harm in rolling it. So I'll declare it. I'll try it. Doesn't matter.
And do you want to charge the warp spiders? You are within 11, so you need a 10 there. If you declare them, though, I can move.
Doesn't seem much point in declaring it then.
Not really, no.
No, so we'll
We'll
just
just move out
chill
the
there. Yeah.
I want you to give me some extra movement.
Well, I mean, no.
I could move closer to you.
I think
Well,
you're
no.
unlikely to do that. So I rolled a 9 with this, didn't I? So he'll just come to. This is here, isn't it? I've got to
Yeah.
go around it. Yeah.
I realised I made a huge mistake over here earlier. I should have
dear.
left the sergeant on a wound and just picked up another model because he still had the same amount of guns. Would have kept the leadership still the same, but it meant I could have kept my power blades.
Or put back on if you want.
Are you sure?
I don't
Sure
mind,
that's okay?
yeah.
How sporting of
Thank you,
Chris.
Do you mind if I?
Oh, you can.
Not only handsome, he is sporting.
He is handsome, yeah.
I have been told this.
Mm.
Right.
Are you gonna fight with first, Chris?
That's what-
Please let it be Crow. He has to. He gets double fight first. He's got a character.
He does have double fight first, yeah. So we will do Crow because he's cool.
And just, everybody, like, these two are in combat, but let's make them so they're facing each other. And John's just getting in the way, isn't he?
John can
Have
never
you got
get
enough
annoyed.
CP to intervene? You do.
Yes, I've got 2, yeah.
So that means, although I'd love to do it with Crow, I actually should do it with the Dreadknight first.
But Crow could kill the Avatar.
So
he's
could the
got-
Dreadknight.
Crow could kill.
Crow could kill.
Double
Crow
turn.
could kill.
Double turn.
I do have 2 automatic saves.
It's more that Crow's 6 are
It's mortal wounds.
Mortal
that Crow
wounds.
will do.
Okay, and do you know what 2 CPs also gets me?
Is it a 5-up Philno, babe?
No, it's a fart and death. Just with the Avatar.
Okay.
And that's why I needed to keep those 2 precious CPs.
So it doesn't really matter because
I'm
either way
slapping.
you're going to get an opportunity by either interrupting
Yeah.
or final death.
Yeah,
So we'll do it with Crow because
it's cooler.
everyone likes it.
Yeah.
Right, so Crow gets 6 attacks. He hits on 2s
Yeah, he does.
and he re-rolls
Yeah, he does.
because he took his water trait.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Just as well. So hit 5 times.
That's quite nice, actually, isn't it? And you're in the conversion.
I'm in the Tide of Mortal Wounds. That's on 6s to wound.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I am strength 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5s.
But every 6 he rolls to wound is D3 mortal wounds in addition.
You
And another one on
another
top.
mortal wound.
Yeah.
You actually
No,
joking
no.
me? Do you get rerolls to wound?
No,
No.
it's just on the hit roll, I think. Yeah. So
Phew.
I only wounded you twice, but they were 6s.
So that means it will be 2 saves plus 2d3
2
plus
saves.
2 mortals.
Yeah.
2 saves. Damage?
It's 2
You'll be
damage,
on
I
your
think.
invuln. It's a 2 damage weapon, I
gonna-
think. So I think you're only taking 1 damage from it.
Yeah. Pass them both.
So you're now going to take 2d3 plus 2 mortals.
Right, so I could die here.
Yeah. Go on.
Almost. I make that 7 mortals.
Which is actually ideal. Well, I don't know. Does fighting on bottom profile make a difference for the Avatar?
Probably does.
Yeah, hopefully. Crow's a beast, mate. I've said this for ages.
He's like the best.
He's so good.
85 points
So
or something.
when I fight on death, I get 2 extra attacks.
Okay.
it's
Well,
actually-
Now I fight now, I'm only getting 5 attacks rather than 7 attacks.
what are we going to do?
Well, I'm just going to let you kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just makes sense to get the extra 2 attacks. I'm going to die regardless.
Yeah.
If you didn't have these guys in combat with me, I would have maybe gone now, killed his. This is a bit of a coaching moment, everybody. So 2 CPs, because he can't fight anymore, right, Mr.
Well, yeah, he can actually, but
If you kill him,
if you kill him, he would fight again, but you'd already be dead. So
Sure, yeah. So I wouldn't obviously fight him.
yeah.
And if these paladins weren't in combat with me, I'd spend 2 CPs, hopefully kill him, remove him from the game. But considering that we do have these here, then obviously,
Still be
even if I
unprotected.
kill him, they'll then probably kill me because I've only got 1 wound left, so it's not worth it. I'm better off just saving my attacks and killing everything.
Okay. Well, I'll hit with the Dreadknight. So 5 attacks. He does not reroll his ones, unfortunately.
No.
And winning on 3s, I'm guessing.
I'm toughness 8, so yeah.
10, yeah. Oh, only 2.
Only 2, eh?
Only 2.
You're telling me there's only 2?
Yeah. Got 2 nice saves there.
I've got 2 nice saves right there.
Go for it.
If I put them in now, that's quite... Okay, I'm actually going to put my 2 saves in here.
And then try and kill the paladins.
And now if I interrupt and I kill the paladins...
You don't need to interrupt because you just fight next, don't you?
Of course, yeah.
Because you're already in combat with paladins.
Yeah, because you didn't actually charge me.
No, the paladins were there from last time.
Yeah, so I'll
All
auto
going.
pass those 2,
Yeah.
and now I'll put all of my attacks into
Little
the
coaching
paladins.
moment. I'm a real master of the combat, some might say.
Yeah.
I'm well known for it. Yeah.
Some might say. So, now, is it better to go with 10 attacks or 5 attacks? Every wound that goes through just auto kills you. You didn't get your psychic power off, did you?
No.
But you're on a 2-up save. I think just the 5 attacks is better here. Yeah, 5 attacks is definitely better.
Okay. I do have access to currency.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want to try?
Okay, I've got a wound roll there already.
Okay.
And it takes you to your 5-up invuln rather than a 4-up save, so that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And every one that
I
goes
suppose
through,
I could.
instant kills.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I am not going to currency.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I haven't had the best start to the old rolls there, have I?
your weapon skill doesn't degrade.
No, it doesn't, no.
Oh, that would be lovely if it did.
I think it's probably worth spending a CP here on a hit roll,
Yeah.
because I've got 2.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Because I can only fight on death if I haven't already fought. And now we're looking for... I'll put a wound in here,
Yeah.
and then...
Boost.
Yeah, so 4 wounds, please. They did.
They did.
Nice.
Sad day in Toy Town.
He fights. He
Spanks.
He lives to fight another day. Okay. I mean, I have to invest there quite a lot, and I gain a CP at the start of my turn, but I did have to literally invest all my dice to keep him alive. Okay, so at the end of that, what did you score?
I get 3 for engaging all fronts, because I'm in everywhere. 5 more for teleport assault. What on earth is my other secondary?
Warp ritual, which you
Ritual,
didn't
which
do
I
this
didn't
turn.
do because the temporary's not close.
And you hold your special one?
I owe you morale for my Striking Scorpions.
Oh, go on.
4, they're okay.
Oh, I believe for a moment. What about the warp spiders? Did I kill enough?
No. Only killed 2, because you did 4 mortal wounds.
And you
And I
nuked
took
out
2
your
on the
dudes.
sergeant, took 2 off, yeah.
Cool. Righty ho. So, Steve, going into your turn, how many points are you going to get in the primary?
Just the 8 points, actually.
Right.
This is pretty heavily, well, you've got it still.
Right, what we'll do, we'll meet you guys, go to the top down, and we'll have some more fun discussions about that turn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was
a
some
good turn.
warhammering.
Yeah, good war hammering.
I
Good
think-
hammering.
I think Chris is actually a bit unlucky not to kill the Avatar.
There was a lot of
It was a lot of
resources put into that by Steve to try and wiggle his way out of
which
it.
the thing is obviously that's that's just how the game goes, and like you said,
Yeah.
he's had to put a ton of resources, and the thing is if the Avatar retreats, so he's got 2 options. If the Avatar retreats, he's going to do nothing and then die, or if he stays in combat, he's still going to die, but then at least Steve has the opportunity to fight on death. So swings and roundabouts, really.
But let's talk about Castellan Crow.
Castellan Crow's a baller, and I've always said this. he's a beast. He's basically like a souped up company champion and the unique thing about Crow as well, which I pointed out to Chris before the game, and he was shocked and happy, is that Crow can fight on death even if he's already fought. He's one of the only characters in the game that can.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have the caveat in his rules that say that normally fight on death says you can, if this model hasn't already fought, whereas Crow just doesn't have that at all.
Yeah.
So that's super unique, and for 85 points, I think he's fantastic.
Definitely.
He's amazing. He is. He's a baller model.
It's a beautiful model. It's a beautiful model.
So something we're going to mention real quick before we talk about a bit more of the turn is obviously one of our other sponsors, Frontline Gaming. So Frontline Gaming basically is the American. If for anyone in the UK that doesn't know what Frontline Gaming is, they're not only the runners of the ITC, which is the International Tournament Circuit, which is basically what everybody measures points on for rankings and such in this game, but they run very similar events to how I could describe the UK TC does with the Warhammer tournaments for the UK.
Yep.
So they do massive events, opens in the US. They don't just do a 40k, they do a bunch of games in them. And this year they've just kicked off doing a ton. So obviously Steve mentioned the one in Texas in July, the Lone Star Open. You've got the Cherokee Open that happened recently. You've got obviously just a Bay Area Open, all these events. So if you're in the US, I would definitely 100% recommend checking out one of those events. Obviously, they also run the LVO as well.
Yep.
They not only do that, they also have all of their own terrain sets, mats. They also run a miniatures like second-hand shop as well.
Yep.
They do all sorts. So they, a fantastic company. We actually have a few of their terrain features we have used on the channel before. So
Okay.
most notably was our Christmas game where we did Craftworld Eldar versus Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Ironically, this exact game we actually played at Christmas. Where Steve used his tournament list versus my Grey Knight list. And we used the Frontline Gaming terrain. It was very good. So, fantastic to see.
Definitely.
And obviously, with us at Vanguard Tactics here, we also do obviously do the workshops when you can get over to the US. So, always keep your eye out for that when we can do them.
Yeah.
So
Big shout out to Frontline Gaming.
we do love Frontline Gaming.
We do love them.
And I love Kicker, especially, because Kicker is a
Shout
legend.
out Kicker.
He's a good boy. Big up Kicker.
Big up.
Yeah. But yeah, so if we go into the game now, obviously there's, Steve's now having to react. Obviously losing those Dark Reapers probably is the final nail in the coffin, to be honest. But more importantly, obviously, he does have a bunch of Dire Avengers in reserve. So Steve has lost a lot.
But look what is there.
But there is a lot left. But equally, Chris has a lot left as well. So I think it's going to be a super interesting turn of events here. Obviously, Azurman, could
Whoa. Azurman. John Wick.
Thank you. He can obviously tank the world.
Yep.
And he, especially being phase cap as well. Now, sadly, Grey Knights are one of those armies that can deal with phase cap super well, just because they fight in every phase, and we mean every phase.
Yep.
So they can do 3 mortals in psychic, and then either do it in shooting or combat. It's up to them. So it's quite interesting to see. Obviously, Azurman also buffs Mr. John Wick. He also does buff Dire Avengers, which is obviously Steve has a few units of those, as you can see being placed next to him. So he gives him OBSEC, which is great.
Oh, it's always good to have a bit of OBSEC.
I think that's it actually. But the main thing, like we spoke about with Dire Avengers earlier in the game, and if you are just joining us, obviously welcome, is that the Dire Avengers can action and shoot, which is really unique.
Whoa, look at them.
So obviously I can imagine they're going to do a bit of the old RBD, as Steve is nodding his head and giving me the thumbs up saying I'm doing a good job.
If we look at them on Sebcam right now, they are looking absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. They are crisps.
They are crisps.
They are
what
cheese
type of
and onion
crisps? Are cheese and onion?
Cheese and onion crisps. And
Not so many.
Oh,
Steve just threw up in his mouth. Is it triggered?
Trigger warning is advised.
Yeah, and obviously then obviously with the swooping hawks there as well, he's got some great utility, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see the punch back here. The main thing that's
a good
that
shot.
Steve has to be careful of though is if he can't kill Crow in shooting. Because if he can't kill Crow in shooting and he tries to have him in combat, Crow's going to absolutely smack. So it's going to be cool.
Okay.
That's
and
a crazy
ready.
looking
So
battlefield.
if we go to camera 1 and then Steve can talk us through.
Do some shooting. So moved Dire Avengers have came down, and as you rightly said, did some retrieving of some data. They've now become OBSEC as well because a Sherman is there. They're getting re-rolls because of the Autark. The Fire Dragons are getting reroll 1s, the Warp Spiders are getting reroll 1s, the Swooping Hawks are getting full rerolls to hit. Okay, Avatar's fallen back. I'm going to spend a CP so he can fall back in charge. I don't know if I do that in the charge phase or now.
You usually do it at the point where you fall back.
You
But
do, but I am
we
Eldar.
can work it out. Oh, so
I am
it could be anything.
Probably might not even need to spend the CP, to be honest. Just that Eldar jank, you know?
I can look it up for you if you want to.
You want to look it up for me?
I can look it up if you want to carry on.
Okay. Oh, let's get Kobe on it. Can you find my stratagem, please, for fall back in charge?
We
Thanks.
do have a Kobe.
Boy!
Boy. Hey, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I've lost the Fire Dragon. So we'll start off with the Swooping Hawks.
What are they going to shoot?
Well, I'm tempted to shoot Crow.
That's just.
But no, we're going to go with the Dire Avengers because they've only got one target. When you've only got one target, what do? You shoot the thing that you can see. And that is the...
guys. By the tree.
and I will be -1 to hit because obviously dense is a thing. So 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10. 10 of shots.
Popular.
I won't go... You can actually get double exploding 6s as Belltown.
That seems pretty cool. Is that thing you're doing?
No.
Okay.
Do reroll 1s because of the Autark. Thank you, sir. And I can reroll A2 because I can reroll a hit because of Belltown. Get it done. Not great conversions.
Oh, well, we'll look at 6s. You can explain 6s to me.
No. Only if I spend a CP.
Oh, it's Hail of
Code,
Doom.
what's the...
So use it in your movement phase, and if you only are doing 1 out of 2 things,
It's 1 CP.
fall back and shoot.
So I will spend the CP then. Thanks, mate.
Strength 4, aren't they?
So they're going to be AP 4. They are only strength 4. That's not great, is it?
Were you hitting on 3s or 4s there?
4s.
Okay.
4s and 4s.
4s and 4s, yeah.
Yeah. I've not wounded much at all.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So these are 83.
Yeah.
Am I outside of 12 or?
You're
It
inside
doesn't
of
matter-
12.
It doesn't matter because
you're not-
I'm out of that time.
Yeah, so they're AP 4, so they'll go
So
straight
they'll go
through.
straight through. So 1.5 dead.
These are AP 2.
This is why Hail of Fun would have been really fun.
So I failed 5 in
Would've been
total.
fun.
5 in total. Cool.
So 2.5 dead.
Well, a sermon will now shoot.
John Wick.
I'll wait until we finish shooting at them. So there's 3 wounds. They all missed. Okay.
John.
I'd take back the John Wick statement.
I'm taking back the John Wick statement. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. How have I just whiffed that?
Because he's not John Wick.
It's because he
That's-
doesn't have pencils.
No,
Pass me a wound marker.
he's not John
yeah.
Wick. He's
The Dark Reaper will, the Autark will shoot them with his Reaper launcher. 2 shots. For
He
the
didn't
love
have
of-
his HB pencil set.
These
Oh.
woods are the best woods in the game, but you're about to tell me he ignores it.
he ignores dents.
No, he just can reroll a hit roll because he's Beltan.
Okay.
He does ignore dents though.
Well, Steve,
Does he?
Yeah, that's
No.
what you said at the
Change your
start.
dice.
No, that's the Dark Reapers.
Oh, sorry. Who's shooting?
This is the Autark.
Ah,
Okay.
Dark Reapers are trash though. Let's be honest.
Right. So that was really fun, everybody. We're now going to go with the Warp Spiders into this Mortal Wound Martin.
Mad lad over there.
8 of these. 4, 8. D6 shots. It's not the best roll I've ever seen in my life.
Is this worth rolling or should I pick them up?
No, you've just seen me roll the other dice, mate. It's probably worth me just whiffing it.
I mean, yeah, if my game plan revolves around you rolling poorly, then
Well, don't worry, mate. When most people play me, that's what they do. And it tends to work well.
shout out Kobe.
because
Big
my other
up-
plan
big
is
up
just asking
Kobe.
just
Big
if
up
you
Kobe.
mind me just making better decisions after the fact.
Of
That-
course.
In my favour.
Yeah.
Of course. That's my plan. Yeah.
And it's my intent to win this game?
Yeah, I mean, my intent is to make no mistakes.
Sure. Yeah.
As long as your intent is clear, guys. Okay.
Well, that was
My intent is for you
pretty
to
good.
remember my
These all
rules
explained,
for
don't
me.
they?
No. This is the
Whoa, hold up. 2-6.
this is the war piece.
Oh. Hey, guess what's better than a war piece?
What's better than a war piece?
Having 20 gifted Vanguard Tactics members by Mandy.
Oh,
Hey,
Mandy.
Mandy's back.
Mandy's back.
Mandy, you missed all the Dark Reaper fun we had, which was none at all.
Apart from me removing them.
and the one that has a Lego head.
But yeah, AP2, mate. But Mandy does like it when I lose, so
Yeah. Big up.
yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, you can have him back. Martin, see ya.
See ya.
See ya, Martin.
Are you keeping track of a board just so I can recap it at the end of the turn?
Yeah. Let's say I am.
What have you lost so far? I'll
The
keep track
paladins
for you.
died. This guy died. So far,
So
it's
far you
another
got
5
5
points.
points.
Yeah. But I think there's about to be a lot more.
Yeah, that's fine. Because that's so Steve's on 10 points on the board currently.
How far does this thing move?
10 inches, I think.
So quite close then, actually.
His movement does degrade if you damage him, though.
I don't really have anything to shoot him, mate. Is the problem?
9 inches. 9 inches.
Right. Okay. Cool. So
The extra inch is quite important.
the extra inch is always important. These fire dragons are going to try and one pump your thing. Yeah.
Pew pew.
When I say thing, I mean Dreadknight.
Yeah, and when you say one pump, you mean one pump.
Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regular shots and a normal shot. I can re-roll ones and I can re-roll a hit roll. And if
Oh.
And while you're rolling dice, guess what's better than re-rolling a hit and a wound roll?
super chats.
$10 from Mandy D. I like it more when you have really close wins or losses. You normally just wipe the floor with poor Jake. I don't know who poor Jake is. I know handsome Jake. I don't know poor Jake.
Yeah, that's Kobe, isn't it?
I think
I wounded with everything, everybody.
So, shout out Kobe.
Fire dragons.
big
do
up,
the
baby.
work.
Big up, Rob.
Well, you've saved a good one.
Yeah, I got a little bit excited there, but I think it's still not excited enough.
Do you want to see the real one?
These are all D6 plus 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
I think I got a little excited there.
even if I saved it, it would be 6.
One
plus
pump is all
3d6
you
in
need.
there.
Very, very low rolls there.
Ironically, just about. So that's another 2. So we're at 7.
We're at
points
7
on
for the
wall.
turn.
Right.
The moment it hits
Are you
10,
going
I'm
to
just
try
going
and
to
kill
put...
me in combat for some extra points?
I might have to, you know.
Like, I mean, it's relying a lot, and probably the objectively correct thing here to do is to just shoot Castle and Crow to death.
You've been doing your battle focus move, Steve, or do you want to do it all at the end?
No, they can't battle focus because they advanced.
Perfect.
I did battle focus these guys already,
Cool.
and they can't battle focus because they fell in this turn.
Thank you, fellas.
I mean, I could actually battle focus the Autark. I'll do that in a minute in a survey as
that's
well.
fine,
but yeah,
that's fine.
thank you for
I
reminding me to
suppose
do
the
those.
Avatar will probably kill him, won't he? Yeah.
Thank you for being handsome.
No problem, mate. I do
Shout out
try.
to Steve.
Learn the best. Learn from the best.
The only thing I haven't been doing enough of is keep my arms at 90 degrees, everybody, so I can't try and do that for now. I've been
We've got you on
slacking a
camera
bit,
right now, mate. So
slacking a bit there.
let's see a 90 degree.
That gives that bit 90.
That's sharp.
Chris, show me your 90 degree. On the... Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Solid 90s there, mate. Very solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's,
One,
do you
two,
remember
three,
the
four,
gorilla?
five, six,
Do you remember
seven,
the
eight.
gorilla box? Depending on how well the game's going, Steve is more in your quarter of the table.
It's one of my favourite pictures I ever took of Steve. Focusing hard, and he's just like... couldn't look more like a gorilla if you tried.
Did I have my gorilla hat on?
He is the link.
The silverback. Do you know what Michael said to me earlier?
Nothing kind, I assume.
It definitely wasn't. We were doing some filming, and he was like, "Oh, I think we need to change the camera because you're looking like you're very silver on the sides there." So,
He did not say you're going grey gracefully.
yes. So I'm going to take that as I'm a silverback gorilla. That's what I'll take that as. So this is. Do I spend a CP for exploding 6s here?
You're shooting one bloke, can't you? How dead do you want him to
He's
be?
also. I don't
Well,
think you need this.
I could split fire
Whoa.
because
So,
I could
I'll
get
be honest, I think you should kill those with that because the Avatar will just finish them off in combat, won't they?
Yeah,
And that'll score your extra point.
but then you fight on death and I die and then I lose the objective.
Well, you can die anyway. You've got one wind left. So I could a smite out my army. The
Yeah,
Avatar's
but
dead
then
next
at least
turn
it
anyway.
means he dies in your go, not Steve's go, if that makes sense.
But does...
So it means you have to deal with the Avatar.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So like,
yeah,
let's say
sure.
you smite, he's going to soak
Because
up.
that's one smite that he
Gotcha,
soaks
yeah,
up,
okay.
yeah. See,
But
don't worry.
it's for the extra point. I mean, but surely you...
So
want-
here's what we're going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm going to spend my 1 CP. No, we're not. We're not going to do that.
So you didn't know what you were doing. Like-
What we're going to do here, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this
And
is...
the confidence and clarity to just roll a million dice and pick all my toys up.
so these here are going to go on to those over there.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
those over there being the 2 strike
Because
marines
they've
in the
got
corner.
3 wounds left over
3
there.
between them. Yeah.
And these here are going to go into Crow right in front of me.
He's one
Okay.
bloke.
Here we go. So this is into Crow. I'll say they've rolled. And I'm re-rolling my misses. Cool.
Do you know what's better than shooting one bloke? Is another $10 super chat from Mandy D.
Oh, Mandy, you are the best.
We love Mandy.
I think if Stephen wants to make the game even harder, he should hold a wall squat during Chris's entire movement phase.
Oh.
No. I remember when me and Steve had to do one, and I couldn't. My shoes kept. I couldn't stay on the wall.
You actually sweated on the wall, if I remember rightly.
You
took
sweated on the wall.
You took the paint off.
You took some paint off, Steve.
You took the paint off.
No, Steve. You took some
Okay.
paint off.
On Crow, mate.
Crow, yeah.
How many wounds? What's his save?
2 up.
Tell you
He's got
what, if
2 up
we
save.
get
Of course he does, yeah.
if we get $150 worth of super chats, then Steve will cast
gonna
a
have to kill
wall
him with that
squat
now.
during one of Chris's movement phases. There you go.
I didn't actually roll those 2 ones.
I
Anything
just
for
take
that.
this off, mate. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually
Oh,
rolled,
no, you're at minus 1 terrible.
I actually rolled a lot of 6s there.
Yeah,
But he actually hits on 3s because he's plus 1 BS. They miss. They auto wound.
I'll take those.
Yeah, these are wounding on 4s. Cool, so more saves. And then these are AP1. They're strength 5.
So these ones are 4 ups.
Cool.
So 1 is dead,
Yeah.
and I got 2 more wins in the unit.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Do you know what's better than being there dead? $5 super chat from Mandy D, who says handsome doesn't sweat.
That's up to 9 a pour this turn.
Nice. Yum.
What?
Handsome never sweats.
I know.
Don't know if this is the right move here. I'm a bit worried about this guy.
I would be. I mean, Chris, I'd be worried about him.
Bit of a wrong in some say.
Yeah. He just comes in and causes absolute chaos. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
So we need now $145 for Steve to do all squat during Chris's turn. Chris's movement phase.
Yeah, if we get $100 of super chats, I'll do it.
$150. I've named the price, so respect the hustle.
Well, someone's got to keep the lights on here.
Yeah. And sadly, looks can't do it all.
Look, yeah. Right, okay, cool. 2 pistol shots from the Strike and Scorps into... actually, it's only 1 shot. He hits. He doesn't wound. Cool. Charges. A Sermon's battle focus. 2, he's staying still because I'm going through terrain. The Autark's battle focus is 3. Cool. So he can just nip on the other side of this. Lovely jubbly. Mm-hmm. So, now... Oh, actually, what I want to do there... No, don't worry about it. I've done it now. Cool. So...
You're going to charge me?
I'm going to charge you.
I'm not going to Overwatch, so charge wherever you want.
Strike and Scorps going in.
Here we go.
Scorpos are in. Avatar. Some sort of number. Oh, he's in. He's not messing about. Right, he's in too.
Who's he charged?
The Don, the absolute Don.
I think that may have been a mistake on my part, but anyway, we've gone with it.
If the Scorps kill him,
Yeah,
then he'll obviously fight and kill the Avatar.
yeah.
And if he goes first, then he'll kill the Scorps.
So bear in mind, the Crow gets is now fight first because he's got a character in engagement range. So that means that you have to kill him here, otherwise Crow gets to fight.
So actually, charging him with the Avatar.
He's not the best.
Yeah, maybe, because these are the ones that are going to score you the points.
If they kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
The thing is,
knowing he's got to fight first, I'll just leave him
Yeah,
there
just
because
leave
there's
him
no
out,
need.
yeah.
so he
to charge.
doesn't get fight first if he doesn't have a character in engagement range.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the important thing. Like, you don't really mind if he kills
How many CPs you got?
3.
Because I could charge that Tech Marine. Because I did spend the CP for him to fall back and charge, didn't I? So, no, that's right.
True.
Cool.
That's true.
That decision is made.
You could charge him with the Fire Dragons as well.
They advanced.
Oh, that's a shame.
They use my auto advance. I'll spend a 6 here for exploding 6s.
Okay.
So here we go. Ooh, this is big.
Oh, look at that.
Biting
Look
blade.
at that.
Here we go.
Is the biting
Have
blade
they got
gonna...
any rerolls? Have they
No.
got? Are we just?
I
we're
get
straight
one
up
reroll.
Relying on your dice rolling.
Are you going to exploding sixes?
I spent that
just
CP.
Good boy. Alright, let's see it.
Come on, loads of 6s. Okay, this hit, I can reroll. He still misses. What a chump. And that double explodes. They auto wound. That many saves at -2, please. It's crushing blows.
4 ups.
He's brown bread.
He's dead. So,
Crushing blows has crushed his face with his biting blade.
and on his way out,
Yeah, okay, here we go, yeah.
rerolls his ones.
And do you know what's better
Yeah?
than casting Crow fighting on death?
Don't tell me it's a $100 super chat and I got the wall squat for the
It's a
rest of
$50
No, it's not.
from Tattoo Tabletop.
the game. He is a filthy
Here's
animal.
half the squat goal. Luck has, need keeps, toll earns. That is a Votan reference, if you like it.
Minus the bunch.
So we
Minus
need
3.
$45 more after from what Steve said. So if you want to see a... Oh, and here we go! $50 from Mandy D! Take your time on your next movement phase, Chris.
Oh, go for a wee actually. Yeah.
Could have been worse.
I said 150, you said 100, so...
Did you say 150? Well,
I heard
I'll take
100.
your first answer.
No.
I was doing
Sorry,
something else.
buddy, you said 100, so...
Okay, cool. Thanks, Mandy and James. James is just getting me back for last week, I think. Cool. So that's my turn.
Thank you, it's very kind and we do appreciate your super chat and all
Yes,
seriousness.
we
I'm gonna
really
smash
appreciate
it.
those super chats. I look forward to my wall squats.
So,
End of my turn.
I think you just
we're
max
going to need
assassinate.
a
Max
cam
the
on
core as
Steve
well.
to just watch him do the wall squat just for this movement phase.
So we're into Chris's turn. You're going to get 8 point primary.
Okay.
I am indeed, yeah.
Steve, before we do that, how many points did you get at the end of your turn? So you got four for retrieve.
Yeah, Cobe, can you get on the points for us quickly before you worry about my squats? You can definitely come to that.
So 4 on retrieve battlefield data.
Yeah, I got 4 points there, yeah.
A boar, it ended up maxing. So you've
10.
now maxed
I
the
count
boar,
that as 10 this turn. Yeah.
which now means he's maxed the ball for the whole game.
Yeah.
Amazing, good
take
job.
And
It's like playing Dark Age.
most importantly, I get 4 points this turn because I killed a unit in shooting and I killed a different unit in combat.
Yes.
Wowzers. And you hold your special objective.
I do. So I get 4 points on my secondary for Beltan or aspects, and then I get 3 points for the primary.
And then Chris, what are you going to score?
8 primary, because that avatar is now holding in the middle.
My fate dice, I've rolled 3 3s, which is re-roll 6s for psychic tests.
Excellent.
So can't use those.
Righty
What,
ho.
5 say? Nice.
Wounds.
Right, so, Chris, it is your movement phase. Stephen, begin your... So, ready? I'm going to say 3. So, ready? Get in position. 3,
I haven't even warmed up, people.
2, 1, go. And Chris, you can start your movement. Chris, can I just ask you a few questions actually
go
I've
on.
had for this interview that I've wanted to ask you for a long time? This is called 100 Questions with Jake.
With Chris.
Can you get on top down?
Make it as detail oriented as you possibly
So,
can.
I'm going to mute you just in case Steve does want to swear. So, right, there we go. Steve, you are muted now, so you can say whatever you want. Now, real quick, obviously, we will speak about that term, but we've got one more sponsor we'd like to talk about, and that is Harder and Steenbeck. So they are obviously an airbrush company. They are fantastic for all things airbrushing. So obviously they've got fantastic different range of airbrushes. You've got different types of like cleaner and stuff for them. They just do everything to do with airbrushes, don't they? They've got fantastic different ranges of them. Oh, you can unmute. Well, actually, let's have an interview with Steve while we're doing this. So, Steve, do you want to tell me a bit about Harder and Steenbeck?
Yeah, so Harder and Steenbeck, obviously, as Jake said, airbrushes is their thing. They've got 3 different types of airbrushes. They've got the Ultra, which is great for starting off with. But they've then got the Evolution, which is kind of really good for a bit like a intermediate style airbrush. And they've got the Infinity with the most kind of different options there. But, you know, buy one airbrush and it will last you a lifetime. So, yeah, definitely check out Harder and Steenbeck.
It's fantastic. And
So-
do you know what's better than Harder and Steenbeck and you doing a...
Is it a new,
squat
the
right now?
super chat?
It is a $10 super chat from our favourite Joshua Ford.
Legend.
Steve is cheating with his hands on his knees. And the best bit is none of us would have known that. So thank you, Josh. Right. Now, I'm going to just... So, Steve,
Yeah.
when you decided to say this as a thing with your wall squat...
Can we have a 90-degree angle from your hips to knees, please?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Nashi.
Nashi with a 4.
It doesn't count unless you super chatted it. You can't comment on form.
You can't comment form. So you have to pay to insult me, thank you. Chris, how's that movement phase going?
I'm getting there. I've got some difficult choices to
Do
make.
you just mind... Hang on, can you just look at that angle for me? Because the thing is, I don't know if you can... We may have to spend some time thinking about this.
Double check that
actually.
line of sight
So,
for me there.
with...
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually see...
Quads are burning.
into the-
Quads are really burning
I
here.
don't know, I think it's a bit of a...
Drop these right
Should I
now.
call the TO over?
If you could, yeah. Just over in the corner, please.
Just gonna tie my shoelace a minute because I don't
9 away
want
from
to
the bird.
slip.
Well,
I don't know, actually. Oh, Chris, these are interceptors, actually. Can you pass me the strike marine?
they are interceptors. I
Oh,
only have 13
Oh,
interceptors.
no. Okay, well...
Josh, I
We
hate
may
you.
have to actually build and paint some
You know.
interceptors then.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Please.
Well, I think that's me.
Guess what's better than... I don't know what you just said. But
9 inches away.
proper from Stephen. We work out to You Can't Sneak It Past Us from Mandy D. That's $10 super chat.
Oh my God. Oh, my legs are gonna seize. For the love of Jesus.
So let's just hang on. I think do you think that's 9?
Let's have
Can
a
you
quick
just come have a
check.
look?
Yeah.
We're just count. We've
Yeah,
got a few
I agree.
more.
Yeah,
That's 9
that's
inches.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, we're in the psychic phase.
Is that the end of your movement?
That's the end of my movement
And
phase.
Stephen Marks, you did it. Congratulations. I don't know what's more impressive, how long you wall squad for or Dark Reapers being used in this game. So,
Oh, another super chat.
do you know what's better than Steve's legs nearly seizing up? $4.99 super chat. Oi, fix your form, or I'm donating 100 and making you do it a VO2 max.
Now, you know what the real punishing thing would have been? If instead of my movement phase, it was in my psychic phase.
Do you know what would have been better? For $500, Steve will do it through the whole battle round.
Do you know what I did? So if somebody would have said chest press, press ups, I would have been in trouble. Did a bit of bench last night and already I'm feeling sore.
And for $100.
Oh my god, $500 super chat!
You're joking me.
No.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, finally I can retire.
Don't worry, our April Fool's joke actually came tonight. Thank you very much for those super chats. Now, Chris, do you want to talk us through what you did in that movement phase?
I did a few shenanigans.
Nice.
So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to score my final teleport strike. But I also only had one more unit in reserve, so I kind of needed to be over there for my engage. Then I remembered I can just teleport shunt this unit of interceptors here.
And the other thing, do you have anyone with Gate of Infinity?
Well, I did, and then he chopped him up with the Avatar.
He did.
Because obviously you do.
Oh, my legs.
This is Steve's reaction.
He did.
Just again.
Where's that chair?
Mandy D, $5 super chat. I don't give us any ideas, Stephen.
Oh, and another $5 super chat.
Right. Now, let's go to the psychic phase and see what you can do while Steve gets his post-workout in.
I'm actually really glad I managed not to break wind in that position. All that time.
I'm even more glad that you made it.
Yeah. It'd been really awkward, wouldn't it?
I love how you're like to me, I'm glad for Jake that Steve didn't break wind.
It'd been very awkward on stream.
That would have been amazing.
Whew, my lats are really tight.
We're going to do a smite from these guys here onto the Avatar.
Sure. Fail it, please. Yeah, cool. He's dead.
Yep, so because they teleported,
You get
that's
your-
my last fight.
Have 5 points. Do a more
That's
wounds.
amazing.
Have 5 points. Just
Tapped him on the way
take
out.
this mine bullet. Oh, you're dead.
So what you will be happy about, Steve, is that there currently is a $5 donation train of just thinking of things to try and make you do on stream.
I like it. Yeah.
So just keep that going, please. If we
Yeah.
can just keep that going.
Fit for 40k. Pay Steve to go through pain.
Warp Ritual, the Tech Marine.
Power from play.
Oh, he's definitely gone off, mate.
Well,
That's
it's gone off.
that's
and
a
I'm
peril.
I'm just going to take it.
I take that.
Yeah, because he's
So-
going to die next turn anyway.
You've got
So
feel no
that's
pain.
now 2 on the warp ritual.
Yes.
You roll
So-
a 1, so take a feel no pain.
So
5
one
up.
mortal, and then
Shrug it. See?
don't even care. Don't even care.
It's that sort of level of confidence you need, isn't
That
it?
is the Emperor's Gene Seed at work there.
All right, cool.
Emperor's special sauce.
Whatever.
Right. These guys here.
Yeah.
Do they just get fly away when I charge them, or
No.
They are there now, and they are going to stay there. Yeah.
The warp spiders are going to fly away if you charge them.
I'm unlikely to charge them.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
So into are we going to do more psychic? I don't really think it's worth it. So, oh, well, all right. The guys that just came. Oh no, they're not strike marine. So yeah, no more psychic.
All right then.
Yeah, no, they'll do a strike. They'll do a smite as well. So it goes off.
Mm-hmm.
2 mortals onto the Dark Reap, Dire Avengers.
I'll get rid of a model that's closer.
Yeah,
And the X-Arc's not upgraded, so I'll just take a wound on him.
wind on him. Cool.
1 wound left.
All right, into the shooting phase then. So those guys that just came in and are just going to shoot.
Yep.
Same guys. No negatives to hit there or anything. is
Nah,
there?
mate, no. They're only Dannies.
Only
Simple Dannies. Cool. Have I got any touching cover? I
think
do. I've got
you
2.
Must do, yeah.
2 touching cover,
But
but I've
you
got
have
to
to
take
start
off.
with the X-Arc.
Yeah, X-Arc, he doesn't care. He does care, he's dead. These on cover, they're okay. They're not dead.
Okay.
Dead. 5 gentlemen remaining.
Gentlemen.
Now, for the
Danny's.
most complicated shooting data sheet in the world,
Yeah, what's that one, mate?
Tech Marine. They've got about 400 guns on them.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Right. So that Tech Marine there.
Well, the flame is in.
Am I within 12? Yeah.
You're within 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant. So we'll run down. So we'll bolt gun first of all. Brilliant.
That missed.
Yeah, it's not 2 up. But the flamer.
Just the
3
3 shots
hits.
actually.
And these ones are toughness 4, aren't they?
You're right.
So just the 2, no AP.
I'm okay. Oh no, I'm not okay.
Take one.
Taking a wound.
Didn't you start on the Exarch already?
Don't think I did there.
No, you did that on the other one, didn't you?
Yeah, because we
okay.
said about the.
Yeah,
I'm not going to need 8
Yeah, that's
versus.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, because and you want to keep him alive. Right, we're going to go with a plasma cutter next, apparently.
Okay.
So that gets 2 profiles. We will do the. We will not do the supercharge. Hits, wounds, on Van.
Yeah.
One more.
I've never heard anyone sound so disgusted about the idea of supercharging a plasma gun.
Well, he needs it for warp ritual.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's the only
He's going to
character
die
left,
next
isn't
turn
he?
anyway, but it's more. There's no reason not to. These guys here are going to shoot your fire dragons as well.
All right then. How many more dice do you need?
Just the 1, please.
Just the 1 actually. That's a good roll.
And then 4s. No AP. Just the 1.
Cool. Lost quite a few of these guys actually this turn.
Yeah, it adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've lost 3.
There's 5 left.
5 left. Yeah.
I think we just shoot everything from here into them because.
Yeah. That's the dangerous unit.
Well, I need to deal with these somehow, but I can't. Like, again, it's tempting to say, right, 1 gun into each,
Yeah.
and then like kill 2.
This unit here will nuke him.
Yeah, I mean he's going to die anyway.
Yeah, but if he stays alive, you get 1 more turn of a warp ritual.
True.
And this unit could come over here and nuke him, whereas they're unlikely to, and you could kill them in combat.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll shoot everything at them.
Yep.
So we'll do the big gun first.
Big gun.
Oh, it's a shame he's not getting buffed up by a Temp Marine this turn.
Should have made a -1 hit, shouldn't I?
3 wounds.
AP.
2.
Bless you.
Oh, anything but 1s and 2s. 2 dead.
And then the Gatling Silencer.
Yeah, probably should have made them -1 hit actually. When we could call this turn.
But it's actually a difficult point to work out when you, because I've
It
done
is.
so many little things. It's like,
You're
well,
right, bitty bits, yeah. And
Yeah.
I've already lost 3 by the time we got to this board. Yes, Jake?
Do you know what's better than losing 3?
What?
A 4.99 super chat, but I love this idea. I think a good idea, honestly, is to roll 4d6 and you have to do that many burpees. With Stephen's rolls, it'll be fine. So,
I'll be a minus burpees.
yeah. He'll end up doing burpees.
They got 3 up saves normally, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
2 more dead. I've got the Firepike Sergeant alive, and he will prevail.
Did I hammer hand this guy?
You didn't do anything with that guy.
No. Do you mind if I do it? Yeah. No.
No,
don't
I do mind actually, but
Do
I'm
you
going to
mind
let
if I
you.
just- Thank you. Sorry.
There we
Yeah,
go, you're
3 odds
hammer-handed.
wounds, yeah.
You probably need reroll wounds against toughness 3 models, yeah.
Well, you know, it's. Oh yeah, of course.
It is traditional. So.
It's one of those things.
So that's 14 burpees basically, if that was true.
No, but you'd have to do it at the time.
Exactly.
This is the one time you roll like a triple 6. Can I fate dice one? Fate dice one.
All right then.
So we're going to charge.
Sure.
We're going to charge in here.
Great. Have a great time. You're in.
There you go.
You're in.
I'm just going to measure how long that charge is over there because you pulled the closest one, so it's probably going to be something disgusting now. Yeah, I mean, I need a 10 on the dice, which seems. I mean, we'll do it anyway.
Go for it. Nah.
No.
Cool.
Straight in here then.
Yeah.
We'll do the sweep attacks. 8, 10.
Okay.
What do we got?
I'm going to spend a CP for -1 to hit.
Oh, that's unfortunate for me.
Yeah. So 4s.
Oh my word.
Yoo-hoo, that was good. I'm glad I spent that CP now.
That was pretty terrible, yeah. 2s with rerolls, luckily, from the hammer hand. 2 wounds. AP2, 2 damage.
Watch me roll 2 5s.
Don't you dare.
Oh, there's 1
Didn't
damage.
even, 2.
So watch me roll double 5 for the feel no pain. Oh! 1 dead. Cool. I'll take it the one not on the objective.
One died.
Yep. That's what
depressing.
happens
10 attacks, I hit him twice or something.
That's what happens when you fight.
You know what?
What?
Shooting armies are better.
Yeah, clearly.
I'll get my guard out of the car. Re-rack it, let's start again.
Leontus, Lord Pony, and with all of his tanks.
6,
I can't remember how many Rusts I got in the army. I think I got 5 of them in the
I think
army.
you got 5.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And then we could go back to doing quoting Starship Troopers.
I mean, that's the most fun I've had in a very long time.
That was amazing.
You doing your part?
The bit that got me is when Michael was really stressing and like, he's scared.
It's afraid.
He's afraid.
Cool, nothing.
It's a bit like my phone.
Yeah.
Right, do me a favour now.
What's that,
Can you
mate?
just fail a bunch of leadership tests?
What, on the Dire Avengers?
And fire dragons.
So, oh yeah. He's definitely going to fail, isn't he?
Who's that?
Unless I roll a 1 on this. Come on, Steve. You
What
good at
dispenser
ones?
used to do?
You good at ones? I don't have any.
Go on.
Oh, nice.
It was a 2, but it was out of the box, so we'll do it.
So we're going to go
do
again.
the fair
Go
thing.
on. Whoa.
And he gone.
Leadership 8.
And you lost.
Like 7.
So yeah, you definitely failed. Oh my
On.
god, he's right.
I've lost 7.
And 7 plus 3 is 10, meaning it's more than 8. Meaning
I
he's
should have
gone.
took the single damage on him. I should have took. Yeah, that would have been a good smart move, wouldn't it? Then I've had 2 fire dragons left and him on a wound. That's what I should have done. Anyway, I didn't do
then
it.
he would have died in like bolter shooting earlier.
No,
'Cause you
no,
start
on,
taking-
on that last round. On the last round of shots, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
That's
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
can do
Then
that
we
because
could
then you're out of
already-
activations. Anyway, it's done. Mistake on my part. Silly
Yeah.
boy, he's
I
dead.
want him off the table, so.
Because otherwise, I'd have had 3 fire dragons left.
And you'd probably kill 2 units for that.
Probably would have killed 2 units with that, yeah.
What about the Dire Avengers over there?
Well,
They
they're
seem to have
leadership
lost.
10 right now because the servant's next to them.
And how many have they lost?
4.
4?
Yeah, because I start off units of 9, don't
9, yeah. So I'm looking at. Oh, you've obviously lost 5, so you're fine.
I? Yeah,
All right then.
yeah.
End of that turn.
Oh, in the sweeping hawks are completely fine because you killed 1 model.
Yeah. Well, what actually happened there was a bunch of words that I'm not allowed to use on the stream.
Happened.
Otherwise, I'm invited back.
What
Yeah.
about the Danny Dyer Avengers?
They're fine because they're leadership 10 because the servant's next to them.
Amazing. Right.
So,
So end of your turn, Chris. I've already put on.
3 free gauge.
hang on a minute, can sweeping hawks get out of combat after they fought?
No idea, mate.
I know Barharov can.
I know, we know Baharov can, but do they have the same rule? Where's my, Cobe's already on it. Because if so, I want to do some battle
So
focus.
sorry, 3 points on engage.
3 on engage.
Then-
I've warped ritual again.
Yeah, which I'm going to
and,
count at the end.
I've
I've
forgotten
teleport
what
assault as well.
Yeah, so that's.
I think
I've got
I've
my
already
5.
added,
I've
so-
maxed teleport assault.
Use shoot face instead of making
No,
focus, you can fly.
So it's only Barharov that gets the unique one.
Yeah.
Right, I think Steve, start your turn. How many points are you going to score?
8. Just a consistent 8 points a turn. I'm losing on the primer, aren't I? That's the problem.
But I think I'm also running out of assets to the point where you're going to bring it back in the next turn or two.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Help me up. I've got loads of CP. I need to start using them.
If we go to the top down, meet you guys, then we can sort that.
We can have a little chat, can't we, Jake?
Yeah. So very fun turn.
Yeah.
Definitely what Steve would have wanted there.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously I'm joking. Yeah, I think the swing for it. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the score.
Yeah, we're just making sure
I've
we got
it
the score
right.
correct.
That's fine. I've got it right. All good. Thank you, Kate. You're a sweet boy. Right. So
Right.
so now we're going to talk about the game. So obviously that was quite a big turn. Obviously Chris killing the Avatar that was on 1 wound and getting 5 points was very funny.
Yeah.
Then killing the fire dragons, like obviously Steve said, quite a big thing. Like obviously, obviously a bit of discussion about how he could have removed the models to make it a bit more beneficial for him. But it just shows the importance of taking certain models when and the importance of tanking it.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, it's good. So obviously Steve's still got a unit of 9 Dire Avengers in reserve, but on the table I think he's only got the Warp Spiders, the Swooping Hawks, 5 Dire Avengers, the Autarch and Azurman,
And John Wick.
and then 9 Dire Avengers in reserve. So he still's got a fair amount of stuff, but obviously the problem is that if Steve bounces, as the word is, and it's all going to be, poised, ready to go. And I think Chris
Well,
has
what's
got a
left
good
on
chance.
Chris's side? So he's got.
So Chris has got 15 Inceptors, a Tech Marine, and a Dreadknight. 20 Inceptors, a Dreadknight, and a Tech Marine, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, the Tech Marine is functionally dead at this point.
Yeah. So capping you at 7 on Warp Ritual, is that right? Yeah. I think that's the big thing, is capping the 7 cap on Warp Ritual.
Yep.
Which obviously is unfortunate, but it is what it
It
is.
was a choice because I used I didn't Warp Ritual with Castle and Crow when I could have done.
Yeah.
In order to kind of get that first bit of damage onto the
Which ultimately helped a lot. So
yeah, so it's I'm not unhappy with that decision, but at the time it was always going to then be challenging to complete that secondary.
Yeah, of course, and I think from a tactical point of view, I think a lot of people in your position would have done the right things, the same thing as well. So
Yeah, definitely.
So obviously you can only think those Die Avengers are probably going to come in. Ideally, they want to come in the corner that Chris is stood near. So just put your hand there. There you go. Mainly because it's an RBD, so that
I was going to say, what's left for RBD now?
So he needs to do the 2 quarters, one that Chris has just put his hands on.
Yeah.
Wish that was me. And yeah, so basically you've got, ideally the Die Avengers will come into the one that Chris just put his hand on, which would get him 4 more points.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe swing an objective as well, and then I think the last quarter is going to be really difficult, unless the Sweeping Hawks can get over and tank a load of stuff. So I think it's going to be really interesting. That this go is going to be, I know there's not a lot left anyway, but I think this turn's quite a big turn for Steve.
Yes, definitely.
And obviously where Chris has already maxed Teleport Assault, that's obviously super helpful.
Yeah.
But equally, Steve's already maxed a Boar, so they've gone toe to toe there.
Yep.
In terms of the Grey Knight engaging all fronts versus the Eldar's aspect thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we said, the combat units are dead, so it's quite hard. It's going to be harder for the Eldar to score that now.
I think Steve knew that going into the game. To be fair.
Yeah. I think there may have been a better choice, but again, hindsight's a beautiful thing. But thematically, this is their secondary.
It was a cool secondary to take.
But obviously, in terms of game wise, I think
I was going to say, what would you take if?
Probably no prisoners or even assassinate. I think's all right, but it's a hard one to say. But Steve is done, so we're gonna go to Steve and see what he says as he's rearranging his lovely Die Avengers. Yeah. And Steve,
Hello.
do you know what's better than rearranging your Die Avengers?
What's better than rearranging your Die Avengers?
A $5 super chat from Andy D.
Oh, amazing.
Ask Stephen if he would be able to hold a plank during the psychic phase.
Hold a plank. Yeah, I can hold a plank.
During the psychic phase?
Yeah. If you can come over, I'll pick you up for a bit and we'll see how long I can hold you for.
You can pick me up anytime. We don't need super chat or cameras. So, right.
Okay.
I'm a lonely man.
So I'm going to spend a CP. Do you know what? I'm so close, Chris, to giving this unit here
Fall back and shoot.
fall back and shoot, and I didn't go for it. I went for something else, and I can't remember which one I went for now.
So I don't think it's worth it.
Well, it would have been then, but I mean, I'm going to spend the CP on it, but I could just. My phone's dead.
Is it on?
It's not charging. It's dead. Cool. What I definitely gave them an upgrade, and I can't remember which one it was.
So these are AP0, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're going to win this on like 6s.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 up save.
I know. But is it better for exploding 6s?
You can do it if you want. I don't mind.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
But
either go exploding 6s there or 1 CP. So
I think if you let them shoot, they might do a wound to it. Whereas if you explode in 6s then, they'll do more.
I can't remember if I gave them rapid redeployment.
You gave them the Mortal Wound 5-up thing.
Yeah, that is a relic. But I upgraded my sergeant. Do we know?
Is it in the list?
It's in the list. Let's have a look at the list. Did I take rapid redeployment or winged evasion, which makes them -1 to hit from shooting attacks, not combat? Because I'd still have to spend the 1 CP from last turn. Yeah. That's the question.
I'll be honest. I think either way, it's not worth spending CP on to shoot a Dreadknight.
Well, before we get to it, I'll do the Dire Avengers because it makes no difference whatsoever.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
Yeah, because I've got 9
Because
models.
he's got an extra...
That's it, because he's John Wick.
Yeah. Not everyone is John Wick.
Everyone's John Wick.
We're going to go see another film.
Because then it doesn't
everyone
make
will...
him as unique.
Boom.
What's it called?
I know why you did that.
So you've got winged
Absolutely
winged evasion, Steve.
Oh, so I'm -1 to hit from
Minus
shooting.
1
then.
hit from shooting, yeah.
Damn it!
Oh my god, he's right.
So the 6 explode?
No, I didn't spend the CP. Oh, for the love of...
So it's 1
Poor
AP,
dice.
4.
So, yeah,
So 1 goes straight through.
this has not gone well.
And these are AP 2.
-2.
Oh. Alright.
Oh wow,
1 guy dies.
that's a lot.
And 1 takes a wound.
Okay, that was a
don't know what
good
that
shooting
guy's doing.
I
phase.
assume the Die Avengers RBD.
They, of course, they have. Yeah.
Amazing. Look at them.
Look at them
Handsome.
little cuties.
Handsome.
No, I did not realise they were AP2 base. That's terrifying.
Clearly,
Well, of course, everything's AP2 in this edition.
you've
isn't it?
just lost a model.
Oh, I mean, no, I rolled some nice new VT dice.
Which you could be able to buy soon. Or if you're a Vanguard Tactics Academy student on the gold or platinum, you get some too. Anyway, so
For free.
They are beautiful as well.
a sermon, aka John Wick. We'll see if he can hit those guys over there now. He's hitting on 2s. He's hit much better this time.
Yeah. 1 wound.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think that's -2 though, and I believe it might be 2 damage.
It's gone through, if it's -2.
Cool,
Which I
cool,
assume
cool.
it is.
Yeah, it's at least -2, and it is 2 damage. Oh, it's assault 6. I'm having 2 more shots as well.
Oh, alright.
1 more hit. And another wound.
No.
And
So-
you're fine. Cool.
Just the 1.
Just the 1 wound actually. These,
He's got a massive forehead, doesn't he?
yeah, he's got a huge forehead.
I like to think that if they takes his helmet off,
It's
that's what
just-
it's the actual cone head. Yeah.
I like the names.
Yeah.
So this unit's getting full rerolls to hit. So is it better to save my CP for exploding 6s there?
I mean, I want you to fall back and shoot with them because I think it's the worst choice.
So I'll do that then.
Okay.
Wow, you really baited him. He wants to show you.
He wants to do like loads of damage with this. I'm going to call it now. I think this unit will do 2 wounds to the Dreadknight.
I think that's quite generous, but
Triggered now.
protein in unnecessary areas of the
He's
diet.
got 3 or 2 wounds he could use to bump it up.
Unnecessary carbs. It's the other thing he gets in all the time. Vinegar.
Do I get like +1 to hit because you're a big target or something? Like you're just easier to hit?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
No.
Ashman's forehead gives him +1 to be here.
They also ended, yeah.
Yeah, I pushed him
Let me
over.
just take those. 6s?
Oh yeah, it's only 6s, isn't it? Oh, no, strength 4, so it's 5s.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, yeah.
So loads of 1s, please, mate.
I said 2, didn't I?
Yeah. Yes,
It
that's
was
3 in your face.
I feel you're completely vindicated there.
But that's not all. The sergeant's yet to go, my man.
Oh, well, I mean, let me put that win marker out there.
And I haven't even
Chris
used
is
my reroll
quaking.
miss. He hits on 2s, reroll 1s. Oh, damn it. Okay,
One
1
of those
auto
also
wounds.
Yeah.
Do I put 2 wounds in here?
Definitely. I think you should do, yeah. I think these are the ones you want to be auto wounding.
Yeah, no. Okay, just -1, please. Yes!
Oh.
That's another wound.
Oh no.
That's double the damage you thought it was going
That
to
is
do.
double the damage I thought I was going to do. I stand corrected and I'm humbled by what's just happened.
The Reaper launcher, 1 straight shot coming in hot. He's hit.
I thought he missed.
Wound on a... Probably should have put one of those in then.
Rewind.
So, cool. Danny Dyer Avengers into him. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, and I'm within 6 of my Autark. And then
5s.
5s. That's AP4.
I think they will just go to the inbound anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I re-roll a miss? I didn't, did I?
I don't think so.
Hits. Doesn't wound. Oh! Oh, that's
Another
spice.
5. Another 5 wounds.
Another 5 wounds. How many wounds you got left now?
I could just make a number up, but
Cool.
the answer is 4.
The answer is 4.
No, sorry, it's 5.
Well, I'll battle focus those lads off in a minute, and then so I think the correct thing to do here is to. I'm not going to battle focus the. I will battle focus the Dannies. 5, just to put a few models on the objective, and keep some on cover as well. So all touch and cover all on the objective is the intent there. These Warpies, they're going to have a go.
Fairly sure these would have just killed them on their own.
Well, I don't know.
Especially if you had exploding 6s on them.
6, 7, 2, 3, 6.
4 rerolls.
4 rerolls, yeah.
You just don't know about the roll though, do you? Like the hit roll. Do you know what I mean? The number of shot roll.
Of course, yeah.
Are they blast?
They are.
Okay, so that's decent. They have. Not in this exact instance, but in general.
Not when you're playing against an MSU army of just 5-man units. don't really do much. Right. Okay, here we go. But they have been good fun to use though.
I'll be honest, when I rocked up at the studio, this is not what I thought I was going to be playing. I was expecting like 4 units of Banshees, 3 units of Strikers.
Well, 4 units of Banshees would be illegal. So.
Well, they've all but one hit. Only rolled 4 6s, so only 4 would have exploded. This is strength 6, so reading on 4s. -2, please. They don't explode, do
2
they?
damage, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I think I'm still dead.
You're still dead, yeah.
But only...
They
only,
finally did it!
Only more or less exactly.
Yeah, see? Thank God that I shot with those.
I would like to explode this, but that would be cheating.
They will then warp Dewberry, what's it called? Battle Focus 2d6? Well, I only need 3, so I'll just do it 3, the minimum. And because I want to put 2 models on there. Because then I take the objective off
from
you.
my my lovely Temmarine.
Are they metal?
No, they're not. These are fine cast.
Fine?
Fine cast, not any other word that could be used to describe them.
It's just because when one of them fell over, it sounded like it was like going to dent the table.
Yeah.
Hey, show some respect. Those models are older than you.
Oh no, that's the worst
They are.
bit.
They are. He'll battle focus.
Right, he'll stand back up for 1 inch.
A sermon will charge over there. He's
Yeah,
in.
he will.
He's in.
Now, a German has the same rule that Crow does on his sword. So every 6 he rolls 20, he also does D3 mortals.
Watch this.
And I think he's flat free, isn't he? He's such a beast.
6 attacks. He's hit 5 times. I'm going to put 3 wound rolls in.
So they're all going to do 3d3 mortal wounds.
That's another 6.
So 4d3 mortals plus those saves.
Yeah, so their AP is AP3, so you get
6 ups.
yeah.
Yeah, 4 6 ups.
So
everyone
5
you
6
fail.
ups because that one also wounded. 5 6 ups. So they're all dead.
Okay, so they're dead anyway. But let's just see how many mortals you would have done because I'm interested.
3 6 7 8 9.
So he would have then done 24 wounds. So he could have. So if that was a 9, right?
And I would have said,
There's
yeah.
one shot knight there.
You can have those back.
What a beast.
Thank you. Now, that does mean I got an Aspect Warrior killing combat, which gets me 4 points on my secondary. Whoop, whoop.
Good job. So is that the end of your turn? So we'll do secondaries.
Yeah.
So you got 4 points on that.
Yep.
RBD got another 4.
Yep.
And didn't get. No, you've maxed the ball.
Yep.
And then you do hold your special one.
Good turn for me, that.
Chris,
8.
8. And that's it.
Hmm.
And then we'll go into your turn.
Get a CP.
Amazing. Right. Go from top down and then we'll see what you can do. And you're muted. Yeah.
Well,
That was a big turn. That was
Very
a
big turn.
Lots of stuff happened.
definitely.
But this is the thing, right, is that Chris has now got a few units that he can potentially go and do stuff with. So obviously, Warp Spiders he can shoot off some Die Avengers, you know, but the main thing is engage, right? So
Yeah.
Basically, this game is now going to be decided on who can score
Well,
primaries and secondaries better.
don't forget, Chris still needs to hold those 2 objectives.
But
He's got 4 units.
The main thing basically is that Chris needs to be able to get his secondary points while also getting primary, and if engage becomes like a not doable anymore, that's going to be sad.
Yeah.
And then also with Steve going second, there's a potential obviously that he can swing the primary a bit more in his favour. So I think it's still all to play for. I think it's going to be a really interesting few turns. Anyway, there isn't a lot left. The main thing is the play that Steve's probably going to make this go to set up his RBD for next go.
Yeah.
Because obviously those sweeping hawks going to be a big factor.
Well, now the Dreadknight's gone. That's big.
Well, yeah,
That's
that was
big.
arguably the scariest prospect in the army, and obviously now it is dead Dave. So
Definitely.
you know,
Well, again, it comes down to what is Chris going to do? Is he going to go get those secondary? Is he going to push, or is he going to fortify them 2 primaries and just sit on them?
yeah, that's the thing. But the thing is that like obviously Chris wants to get his primary score, but the main thing is that if they're equal on a bore and teleport assault,
Yeah.
and then Chris is now capped at 7 on warp ritual, which Steve's now already got. Oh, his Titan Marine is alive. Oh, okay, brilliant. Well, at least that's definitely very good. My apologies, I thought he died. So obviously that's potential. That's going to be probably a 12 on warp ritual. So then that means Steve then either needs to get a maxed RBD or more on the aspect host, and then basically needs to hope then that the aspect warrior one doesn't get more than engage. It's a lot of factors, but
Yeah.
I think all Steve has to do is kill a 5 Inceptors, and I don't think you can actually score engage anymore.
No. There's a lot to think about, but let's go back into
It's
the players.
beauty of it.
It's a very close game, actually.
It's very tight.
Scores will be tight, yeah.
Yeah. Quicker psychic phase this time.
Yep. This is where I've got to do a plank, is it? Sure, I'll do it now where you've got a quick one.
No, we don't have to because
Okay,
we didn't hit the goal.
Steve wants to now.
Go on. Got to get these abs. You
Get the
know.
warp ritual going.
Need some.
Yep, so that's my 3rd warp
Cool.
ritual.
So you've maxed that
I've
now.
maxed
So I'm
that
going to
one,
add that the score on for you.
So you've got 12 on that.
Got 12 on that now.
So you've got 15 on your Dewberry easy one.
Teleporting,
I've got 15 on my easy one.
Yeah.
You've got 12 on your warpy
Light
one.
actiony one. Yeah.
And then I've got 8 on my R&D so far.
And I'm probably going to struggle to get very much more for my.
Behind enemy lines would have been good for you, you know. But I may have screened it differently.
Yeah,
so that's the factor.
It's that kind of results-based thinking, isn't it? Like, yes, I got stuff back here, but you wouldn't have let me if it was just going to score more.
That corner though is super hard for me to stop to get in on this exact deployment, but
Yeah.
we probably didn't look at the deployment. Oh, we'll talk about it at the end. But anyway,
Yeah.
cool. It's close game. Close game.
Right, so we'll now do a smite over here.
Yeah,
No, we'll do a smite over there first. We'll do the easy one.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Unfortunately, I don't get +1. 3 mortals.
Right, so I'll remove these 2, and I'll take a wound on the sergeant.
So, okay. And we'll smite over here. That goes off as well,
Cool.
just for the 1.
Take a wound on the sergeant.
Yeah. Shooting phase.
Mhm.
Shoot some storm bolters in.
Yep.
4, 8.
Can't believe I only killed one guy. Oh,
Oh my.
oh wow. Your 6s unfortunately don't do anything, but if they did, that'd be a great roll.
I could make them do a thing.
Yeah?
But it's a rather unaspiring thing.
Okay.
1 AP and auto winding is a bit.
That's not bad for 1 AP and auto
It's
wound.
2
Yeah.
CP though, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
No, no, yeah, don't do that. But you do have 4.
If you had a big
Yeah.
unit, it'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got like a unit of 10 and you like really need to, and you have rerolls
Yeah.
as well, then it can maybe do some work.
Because I
Don-
think
Don
even like skipping an entire wound step is really big.
Oh, massive.
Yeah,
Like,
it's almost like
literally
auto wounding is quite a good, quite a strong mechanic.
I think it's one of the better mechanics. It's probably one of the best
Because
mechanics.
if you'd
in
have
the
spent the
game.
2 CPs,
That's just me.
I'd have actually lost the whole unit.
Yeah, so I'm pretty confident that I'm going to kill them anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Because really, you want to do it in melee, but
Sorry.
you 2 on here and
Yeah, that's it. I was going to basically end up taking 1 extra model off.
Yeah.
Was my that's the mistake I was going to make. Okay, cool.
Then over here,
Yep.
I mean, how tough are these in combat?
Toughness 3.
Not so they're not anything.
They got a
like
5 pin roll.
Yeah, you got 5 pin one. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to spend my 2 CP. I'm going to sidebot ammunition. I'm going to shoot these guys.
Right.
So -1 to hit anyway, because that's what you looked up.
Yeah.
Um,
And I got a 5 plus for no pay.
yeah. I mean, no, I'll just shoot these guys. How many have I got? I've got 5 dudes,
Running scared.
20 shots. I was just kind of mathing it out in my head, and if they got the double shots at range,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it
it. You
would,
get the
but
double shots here.
Just
Yeah.
for like 10 shots, it's not worth the CP. Hit on 3s.
I mean, you literally do have CPs to burn.
That
How many
is true.
CP have you actually got, Chris?
2 left now.
4, because
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
spending the.
You're not spending them, no.
No, there's no
Okay.
point. Yeah.
Especially when you've only rolled 1/6.
Well, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
very expensive.
Always good to say, I'm not going to use the strat when you've seen your roll. Yeah, I like it.
Blatant dirty.
Hey, we're
cheating,
playing
so
by
it's a way
intent.
forward, yeah. My intent is to always make optimal decisions.
I like it. I've got 1 guy on cover.
But you start
But on the sergeant first, so he's going to have to take 2. He doesn't care. Then this guy's going to... He's taken a wound. He's going to... Now he's dead. Then we've got the guy on a cover. I'll take these 1 at a time. Looking for 2 ups. Is he dead?
One, yeah.
Okay, on a 3 up. Oh, no. Oh dear.
Okay.
Made your charge a bit longer.
Well, so now the Tech Marine will have a pop.
Oh, give me a break.
Flamer,
Leave me alone.
6 hits.
6 hits.
5 wounds.
Oh dear. Okay,
The 1.
just 1 wound actually. 1
Bolter,
model remain. Oh,
2 hits.
just a bolter.
The Bolter, yeah.
Okay.
2 wounds.
He's okay. This you're going to
All right,
overcharge.
plasma- no, of course I'm not
Overcharge.
overcharged.
Overcharge.
Oh,
And that's why.
you rolled
He
a
gets
1.
so offended. CP reroll.
I will CP reroll.
actually is
So, yeah, I am
worth
going
it,
to
yeah.
CP reroll that one. Yeah.
Just because if you can kill him, then it's going to be good.
Hits. Wounds. It's on your own button.
Watch this.
That's going to make me actually charge him.
Do that again, Steve. Into the camera.
The first one felt so nice.
You gotta do it twice.
Charges then.
Oh, whoa. Where are you charging?
Oh, well, I'm going to declare a charge onto the warp spiders.
Cool.
They now move 6 inches.
Do.
And then I rolled not enough.
Yeah, it's definitely not enough, no.
And this one here.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Considering about overwatching, but seeing what I did just with shooting, probably not the smartest idea, that, was it? No.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Have you got a combat gauge there to see if I can actually do that?
That's a combat gauge.
Thank you very much. That's half an inch. Is that an inch?
You should know.
Whee.
Yeah, ironically, Chris doesn't. Otherwise, he'd need a lot more.
What are you looking to do,
combat
mate?
gauges to
I'm trying to
check
get
his
3 attack
engagement
and not
range.
have to go off the objective.
The bit.
Yeah, well, so 2-inch engagement range, half an inch, boom.
Yeah, but of course sorry, I'm thinking I've got to be in range of 2, but I don't need to be in range of 1 because
No,
there's
that's
only
it,
4
one.
of me.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, Sergeant first of all.
Sure.
Yes, no point going over there.
Is this -1 hit?
It is,
The
yeah.
Thunder Hammer. 2 hits.
2s.
He gets 5 attacks.
You might do. I think I've just cheated there.
I think you've absolutely cheated. Yeah.
Let's say
Tactical
you
cheating,
miss.
I
I think I'm rolling paladins here. Yeah, they get 3 attacks.
Guy's got
bonus,
7 dice in his hand. Yeah.
yeah. Right, we'll just do
Listen,
the
he
normal
can do
guys.
what he
2
wants.
normal dudes.
2
right.
normal dudes.
Wounded on 2s though,
Yeah.
because they're halberds. Oh, So that is 2 wounds and a mortal.
Okay, cool. 2 5-ups.
And immortal.
And
though.
a mortal.
2 deaths.
There you go. That was unimpressive.
So their attack's back. Are you piling into me?
No, I need to stay on the objective.
So you're not piling into me.
I don't think I can do it, mate. Oh, I could do it like that, I guess.
Okay, so you want to give me attacks, yeah?
Well, you can pile into me. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I want you to have to spend CP
Cool.
if you're going to.
No problem. Reroll a hit roll for Bilgdan. Two wounds, please. That one definitely doesn't wound because it's strength 3. One
Great.
wound. You say. Cool. Cool.
That's that.
That's that.
Leaderships.
Yeah, they're going to need it. They've lost 6 this turn.
6, yeah.
That's a 1.
Ooh, and the warp spider?
And the wow, Mr. Warp Spider. Ready? 3. He's dead.
He's dead.
Definitely lost 6.
So, end of the go.
Yep.
So, Chris, you max your warp ritual now.
I've maxed warp ritual.
You engage.
I don't believe I have, no.
Sad.
Because awkwardly, I can't do it in close to the centre, so you can't just like stand around the thing because that would be way too easy.
So that's another, but for another 3 because you hold your special one.
Yes.
Which I'm just going to see if that actually means you max primary now. So I know in this mission essentially you only really need 30 actual points.
You've had a turn of 12 and you've had
12
3 turns of
8, so I must be there or thereabouts.
So hang on. And
8.
Then, yeah, you've maxed your primary now.
Okay.
Cool.
I think.
Steve, what are we doing?
Cool. So over to mine. You can mute me and gain CP and stuff.
Cool.
Oh, how many?
How many
Points,
primary
yeah,
points
primary.
you getting? 8? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool.
Well, this is a nail biter, Jake.
Yeah. It's an interesting one.
So what has Steve got left to score?
So he's got obviously Wrath of Khaine,
Yep.
and he's got RBD. So one more RBD in Chris's deployment zone that will get him 4 more,
Yep.
which would then max Warp Ritual.
Yeah.
Match Warp Ritual, and then it basically is just going to come down to primary plus how many points Steve can get on Wrath of Khaine, because currently he has 9 on Wrath of Khaine to Chris's 8 on Engage.
Yep.
So it is going to come down, I think, to the wire. I think it's going to be very close.
It is a nail biter.
Yeah. So.
Bike. It'll be interesting to see what Steve does here, though.
So Chris, you can actually score 5 more points on primary. So basically, if you hold 1 and hold your special one, you've got it. So.
Well, yes. Well, Jake, what would you do then if you were Steve?
If I was Steve,
If
well,
you
first
were
off,
that handsome.
first off, I'd appreciate how in shape I am. And then second thing
Same.
I'd do
Same.
is it's a difficult one. So I think he really needs to play for that. I say he really needs to play for that primary. He doesn't really. He just needs to play for the Wrath of Khaine.
Yep.
Because that's the thing that's going to get him over the edge. Because Chris now is essentially, after this turn, potentially going to be capped at 8 on Engage, right?
Yep.
So then Steve needs to get more points on his own secondary, being Wrath of Khaine, than Chris gets on any more Engage.
Yeah.
Because the thing is you got to think that providing Steve holds, he needs a turn of 12 ideally, because then that will get him max primary. Because, like I said, is that if you always hold your special objective, you only need 30 points on actually holding objectives.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is only possible by getting at least 1 turn of 12, I think.
Well, shall we go back to
12,
the
8, 8, 8.
the
Yeah,
poll that
it
we
is.
did?
Well, it's 69% to Steve, which is very nice. So that's good.
But at one point, I did see it in the 80s.
Yeah. So I think Chris has done fantastically, to be honest.
Yeah, he's played
Um,
absolutely amazingly.
Yeah, I think Engage is an interesting one, because I think it requires a lot of resources, potentially too many. But at the same time, with the play style that Chris has been doing, it's still been a good idea.
Yeah.
I definitely think behind enemy lines, though, if you look at the few turns he would have got a 4 point on it and a 3 point, so that's 7. And then if he could get another one in there, that would have been more than Engage. So it's an interesting one. I still think Engage was a very good shout. But obviously it's interesting. Right, we'll go back to the table and see what they're doing.
So I had a super cool play. I was going to spend a CP to fall back and shoot with these
Dudes.
Yeah. And then fire and fade them onto there.
Okay.
Now, but to deny you primary points, there's no point. Because
There's no point, yeah. I mean, basically, if any of them are alive, I'll max out.
that's it. Yeah. If it was any other mission and you weren't scoring so well on that set, I probably would have played it. Acermin's just advanced to the other side of that objective. This Dire Avenger unit is auto-advanced with my 1 to get a model within 13 of basically that objective. They may as well just stay on the terrain.
Yeah, sorry, they're on it, yeah.
They're on it, yeah. And then 1 model stayed within 6 of the Autark. These guys have got the full rerolls to hit, so we're just into the shooting phase now. I'm not going to spend any CPs on them. They can just...
It's probably not worth it.
No,
point, yeah.
it's kind of, you have to deal with them, and that's about it, really. Keeping them busy. So we're going to go with the Autark first. We'll go with the Dire Avengers because they've got the least amount of options, and they're going to go into this unit here of Strike Marines.
Excellent. Interceptors, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Look like strikes.
I apologise, sir.
It's the same kit with pointy bits, yeah.
Yeah. Same kit with pointy bits. I like it, yeah. Now, I really need to kill this unit off.
A minute silence.
Vanilla pose is now like not as in his zone. So it's
I'm going to
interesting.
spend a CP here to get exploding 6s through shuriken weaponry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Paid off pretty well, actually,
well,
hasn't it? Yeah, it's paid off pretty well. 3 extra hits.
Pretty well. Pretty well.
Very well.
That's not gone so well. So you've got
2 AP lots.
so 2 dead and then 3 saves.
So, yeah, so I'll take that on 1 not in cover, and then I'll start on the 1 dude in cover.
-2.
So he saves that one.
Yeah.
So he's alive on 1.
Okay. Then a Sermon will go next with his 6 shots.
His pistol.
Oh, shame that's not on the wound roll. Yeah, it's a real shame.
And then these are
AP2.
AP2. So the guy in cover
He's
is
dead.
dead, and 1 more
He's dead.
is dead.
This is 2 damage.
John Wick with the pencils.
That means now
HB pencil.
That is Ashman. John Wick, or whatever his name is.
You probably don't want to shoot anymore because you want the points from...
Shout out John
he
Wick.
doesn't
Oh, he
score many
get it.
points.
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah.
I was trying to be cute. Anyway, I'm still thinking about it. I might do it.
You are cute, Steve.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Felt cute. My
These
deletes.
these guys here, these Swooping Hawks, are going to shoot your Tech Marine now because obviously he's no longer character blocked.
Yes.
You are getting a 2-up save though,
I ain't getting too upset. Yeah.
which,
Otherwise, I just pick him up.
yeah. And you've only killed like not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
none, I
3, 4,
believe.
5, 6, 7. You know you did. You killed 1 in combat, mate.
Oh,
Don't
brilliant.
worry. Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's okay.
I thought I was in the unit, you know that.
So, I know you did. 1 CP exploding 6s here.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm going to need it. No, I will.
May as well.
Yeah. Well, I was tempted. Do you know what? Before we do this, I'm going to fire 2 Reaper shots into here, and I just want to try and kill 1 model.
Okay.
Because what I could do is charge in.
I had to go for the extra. It's probably worth it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a 1 and 2 on every dice, so that's a million attacks.
Still doesn't matter because I haven't killed a unit in shooting. It has to be a different unit. So
but
it doesn't.
But you'll kill the Techmarine probably.
If I kill the Tech Marine in shooting, kill them in combat, they have to be different units. I just get 1 point for a kill, 1 point for a... So it's 1 extra point.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We'll go for it. Him into here, 2 shots, 2 hits. That's 1 wound, 1 dead. Okay, still on.
It's still on. The dream is still alive.
It's still alive. So all of these shots into the Tech Marine. I don't think I need exploding 6s here. Thank you. Because I don't have an auto charge. I'm re-rolling all my hit rolls. Let's not get greedy. How many hits, 6s have I got there, mate?
2, 4, 5 so far.
5 auto wounds,
6 auto wins.
6 auto wounds. Do.
7. I've found an extra one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you've got 7 auto wins.
There you go.
2 up. I think I'm dead. Yeah, there we are. Because he's only firstborn.
Pew pew pew. Didn't my Exarch didn't even need to go. Wow.
Luckily, that Tech Marine did do his job though, and
Yeah, he scored 8 points on rituals.
he's been a bit of a hero this
Now
game.
here is the decision. Can they do 2 wounds to him in combat?
Yeah, almost certainly.
You reckon?
Put it this way: if they don't,
Well, I could.
it's not exactly going to kill him, is it?
Yeah, battle. So I could battle focus over here right now,
Yeah.
and then I could just R&D next turn.
I honestly think that's just the safer play. And then can the Autarch not charge?
Yeah, the Autarch definitely going.
He's going in. Can he get the points?
He's going
for
in right
secondary
now.
by using the Aspect Warriors.
The thing is that
I think it has to be different units.
yeah, if we also go tactically, you currently have more points on engage than Chris. Sorry, you have more points on that Wrath of Khaine than Chris does on engage. So if you think about it like that, you need to get your RBD over the line.
Yeah, he'll go to there.
And then are the Hawks? It depends what the Hawks going to do.
Yeah, well, the safe plays to go away, but that doesn't sound cool, does it?
It's the only one that possibly even opens them up to anything. Maybe a long bomb charge from those guys, but it's very unlikely.
I think I'm going to go for it.
I think you should. I think quick game's a good game, and it's after 10 o'clock, and I've got a long drive home. So
Yeah, and
kill me quick.
And I've got work tomorrow.
I don't.
I know.
So here we go.
Mr. Wine tasting on a
They've all made their
Tuesday.
charge. I'll fight with them.
Bless
Here we
them.
go then. 1 CP, exploding 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the sergeant gets 3 attacks. I've got 2 auto hit rolls, so I'll put those in now.
Yeah.
No, I'll put them in a minute because I can turn dice to 6s because obviously I get full rerolls to hit.
And these auto win, don't they?
They just explode. I'll put 2 auto hits in for 6s. These I'll reroll. Cool. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 extra hits. 4, 5, 10 extra hits. I'm going to put an auto wound in. Just that many, please. I might not do it.
But do you know what's better
Statistically, you should exactly do it.
than statistically exactly doing it? Is 5 Vanguard Tactics members from Tattoo Tabletop.
Legend. Statistically, I've overdone it.
You've done him.
Woohoo! Well done.
You've pushed his button, and he's died.
Nice.
Love pushing buttons.
I'll just go there. Do. It's been an awesome game.
Yeah.
He'll go 6 inches to there. Cool.
Right, it's the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to score?
3 points on my secondary, my tertiary.
Yeah.
And I get 2 points because I killed 2 units, but was with the same unit.
So Chris, you hold 2 objectives.
I hold 2, so I've got my 8.
You get 5.
Yeah.
Because that's the max you can get. So you've max primary.
I have.
And if I'm honest,
There's very little else I can do
It's
here.
basically just going to be about denying Steve's points.
Shall I pick these up?
Yeah, they'll kill them at some weight. So
Yep.
the only thing I can do here is to move 12 to there.
Yep.
To give me a what?
Within 9, so an 8 inch charge.
Yeah. I think I probably won't even shoot them
No.
because it's make it harder. So see if the charge goes off.
Here we go. I don't-
I mean, look, I'll smite the Autarch on the way past, but it doesn't matter for points.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll smite the Autarch.
Goes
You
off.
take-
D3 mortal wounds.
3 mortals, and then how many wounds does he actually have?
2 left now.
I mean, I'll shoot him 10, 15. Has he got a good armor save?
3 up.
So we'll spend 2 CP
Yep.
to side bolt him. So 3 or 2 wounds. And presumably he's about T4,
T3.
T3.
Yeah.
That many AP1.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Autark is gone.
We'll pop him
It's
on the
just so
way.
he can't go nick that backfield objective, basically.
Yep.
So.
Sure. I think he's going to max primary anyway, so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
max us, yeah.
he needs at least. We'll figure it all out, but yeah.
It's a 7.
and with
CP
a
reroll
reroll.
it. There we go. It's a 9. They're
on the
in.
9. There we are.
This is
So we
scary.
get in.
Obviously, we just didn't move them for the sake of ease, but
Yeah, because it's the only thing that matters. We know where we're going.
So I'll spend a CP to make a -1 to hit.
Okay, that's fantastic. These are all just halberd guys. I know there's a random stuff
That's
in there,
fine,
but I
yeah.
don't really know it. 3,
Right, roll the right amount of attacks this
6,
time.
I'm adding them up. I'm adding them up. 9.
5
12,
attacks each.
So we're looking at 6 attacks a
15.
model. Yeah.
just a bit of casual cheating.
So
Casually.
I like
3s,
Intense.
4s. 4s to hit.
Oh, that was a good use of a CP, I think.
Thank you, my friend.
That's
Steve, so apparently you didn't get the extra VP for the melee kill as it has to be a different unit or something.
I thought it was a C. So I thought it was a VP for a kill,
Yeah.
no matter what. But if they were different, you got basically the extra 2.
Okay.
We'll
have
look it
a
up because otherwise it makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
either
think
1
it
or
may
4.
mean different aspect warriors have to kill things.
and 2s.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no mortal wounds.
So I've got 1 auto save, so I'll just bang that in.
Yeah,
I've got 4 saves left of 5 ups.
3.
3 dead.
I got 3.
Right, I'm going to read this to you, right?
And we'll just
Steve,
come up.
I'm going to read you the
Basically,
secondary,
do the-
and
do
you
the
just have
jazz.
to say how it's interpreted. Score 1 victory point if 1 or more enemy units were destroyed by a ranged attack made by an aspect warrior unit from your army this battle round.
Correct.
Score 1 victory point if 1 or more enemy units were destroyed by melee by a different aspect warrior from your unit this battle round. And score 2 victory points if both of the bullet points above were achieved.
So essentially, it's a terrible secondary.
This is awful.
It's-
So you've actually just lost 2 points on it.
No, I lost 1 point.
1 point, sorry.
Because you either get a point for kill and 4. Do you know what I mean? You either get 1 point off
It's
4,
1 or 4, yeah.
which is
Odd.
stupid.
I think the logic is though that you're probably going to do the melee kill with some striking scorpions or banshees, and you're going to do the shooting kill with like dive engines. But yeah, either way, it's terrible.
Thank you for letting us know that, by the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you for letting us know how bad this is.
I told you what it should have been.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 4
No, thank
saves,
you very
please.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did I take enough to make you worry? I don't think so.
No, you just obviously stopped me from falling back in action, yeah.
Which is the massive part of that. So
Yeah.
amazing. Right. So Chris, obviously you can't score anymore. You can't get any engagement.
That's the end of, yeah, so,
Steve
we're all
wise,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you do your primary at the end. So
Yep.
depends what you want to do.
Okay, cool. So,
I won't mute you just because.
can't get my last R&D, so I'll just chill to there.
yeah, and then if you kill at least one of them, then you flip the objective for 12 points.
And you can maybe get a point on the aspect wall.
And
thing.
yeah,
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
I still think you need to be able to hold that one.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Cool. So there we go.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I've got an auto advance, by the way. That's what I was rolling there.
yeah.
He moves 7. Yeah, and then so I've got a CP, so I use it so those guys there can fall back and shoot.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot,
Nice.
and they'll just battle focus.
Can you battle focus after you fall back?
Not sure actually. Probably not. We're not worried about it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, luckily he
The
survived.
thing is, I think you have.
I don't know if you
The
can.
thing is, it doesn't matter because you want to stay on there. If you kill one of these, then that's your
Yeah,
free.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Just stay on there then. Do you know what? Let's just put a sermon in. Let's not even worry about shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Wicket.
Yeah.
John Wick.
As long as
John
John,
Wick.
as long as
Well,
John
I mean,
Wick
if you
kills
fail
them
the
all.
charge, it
I can't
does
fail
cost
it.
you okay, then yeah.
Because I got a thingy plus a thingy straight in there. So we've got.
Here we go.
I'm
This
going
is
to transhuman
Susie.
for 2.
I've got a hit roll, so that's going in
That's going straight in.
straight in the basket.
1 CP exploding 6s. Can you do on him?
Can't do it on him,
Oh,
unfortunately.
shame.
It would have made more sense to.
Let's just make up
So
some rules.
you've got 6
Yeah.
models on there
Let's keep
now, so
going.
you don't even need to kill
Yeah.
it. But,
And well, actually, Ajuman's Obsec anyway, so
Of course,
he doesn't
yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter.
well, he might die.
Well, he's phase capped, so he can't.
CP reroll. CP
That was
reroll.
Steve, if it helps your morale, you have that objective
Hey.
no matter what happens. Because he can't kill you.
2 wounds.
Cool.
So 2 at -3.
Two dead.
Amazing.
I mean, I'll hit you back.
Cool, I took 3 wounds. That was cute.
Yeah, there we are.
Well, you might not have not got 3 up in them.
Or just roll 3 6s here and not make it
Then you
an
don't have
extra.
to worry.
You did. Well
There we
done.
are.
Wow, amazing.
Cool.
And
And there we have it.
right, so primary wise,
I get 12
you get
Yeah.
12.
plus 3, so 15.
I'm not going to put it on here. I'm going to do it on there and then
Yeah,
sort it
sure.
out just to make sure it's all
I
right.
think this is quite close.
This is a very close
I
game.
still think you've won it, but I think there's probably not many points in it. Because I've got
So
second.
you don't get
like
any
7
on
points.
the Wrath of Khaine this go, do you?
No.
Okay, so it's literally just primary. Okay, you want to pass it and I'll
If I regret charging in there,
My kind of mental
Just to
math
make
says you won it by 2 points.
What do you guys think the score is?
I think I've lost by between 2 and 4 points.
2 and 4.
I don't even care because this has been an awesome
This has
game.
been cool. I've enjoyed this.
That's
yeah.
a very diplomatic response.
I also think the Dreadknight not killing any of those things there
Was
is-
very thematic,
was-
really lore driven. You know, just think
You
how
know, it's
fast
one of those
my...
things that I went like, huh, that's not the outcome I expected. That.
Yeah, I mean that's also like a sermon not being able to hit with his pistols.
Oh
he
yeah,
hits
yeah.
on 2s.
Well, I mean,
We've all had a whiffer.
you know, but to be fair,
I'm
like,
John
no
Wick.
one likes elves. So,
Nobody does
yeah.
like
And
Eldar.
clearly, little stumpy firstborn Marines with funny backpacks are the way forward.
Yeah. Here we go. This is the question really, can Jake add up?
The scores are in.
Well,
The
I
judges
don't
are
think
adding
it's
up.
score, because that wasn't going to change. It was more Steve's score. Right, everyone. I'm going to put it on the stream so they know.
I can see it.
Stephen Box,
Yes.
you played well tonight.
Thank you very much.
Will he go to judges' houses? With 88 points on the board,
Oh, go on, wants it.
there is a chance that he will be going to the judges' houses.
Oh.
However,
Chris,
Chris Anderson,
what did you score?
I don't know what it's called.
it's got a 9 in it. And a 0. That's he got 90. He's won by 2 points. And he's going to judges' houses.
Golden buzzer!
I take it back. I did not enjoy this game.
Get out of my studio.
Obviously, the
that was
main,
amazing. I actually thought you were ahead. I had you ahead by 2, but
yeah, the
that's
main,
why we've got multiple score.
the main things that did it was engage and obviously
RBD.
that RBD, that was massive, and the Wrath of Khaine. As you both got 45. Steve, you got 25, and you got 15 on the board, 10 on Wrath, 8 on RBD, and Chris, you got 15, 12, and 8. So
Oh,
yeah, so it
Blimey.
literally is by.
that
Actually, I
tech-
think your
that
score is
tech
actually
marine-
89 points. Actually, looking at it, so either way, you still win. But oh,
That
my-
Tech Marine
yeah.
not dying that turn was
So the tech marine swap. So the swings of the game are the tech marine,
Yeah.
and the charge onto the hawks.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, probably going to make the charge here, didn't need to do that. Should have just gone to there. Like we said, the safe play's there, and
Yeah.
then making that charge
So if
even longer.
you did that, you would have won.
Yeah.
So
But hey,
but it was fun.
it was fun.
Yeah.
And if the aspect thingy was written how it should have been,
Yeah.
it would have been a draw. So that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
No, I enjoyed that.
But Chris, you are still
Undefeated.
You have
with the Grey Knights.
You've
of all
100%.
things.
Do you know what we realised on the ride here?
he's has a 100% record against me.
But I have a 100% record against Chris.
Wow. So you have a 200%
So by that logic,
record,
I'm better than Steve.
Jake.
but I've got a 100% record against
No,
you.
you don't. I've beaten you like 3 times. All the times that matter. Like BAO list. Oh, I nearly won BAO with this.
You're right. You did absolutely smash me that game. Yeah,
I did.
you
The
did.
chains were off.
I do love Grey Knights.
That was a great game.
That was a fantastic game. Chat, I hope you've really enjoyed. Obviously, we have gone a bit over than what we normally have. Everybody, thank you so much. George, you've been amazing. Seb, you've been amazing. Kobe, Steve, Craig. No, you have been amazing, especially for the first time bit on your camera. You've been really good.
Did the
and
chat enjoy the game?
I think they did, and more importantly, obviously, a massive thank you to them. Obviously, we are on 64 likes. We're 5 away from the sacred number. We've got 101 people still watching.
Well, get those likes
So
in.
like the video, obviously check out the members content dropping on Friday, which is it's a preview of what will be coming on the members side of things, along with maybe more in the future. Obviously all the people that gifted members, and we will see you all next week on Vanguard Tactics.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, guys.